Eons ago, during the age of the Magi, the world was something other. Magic is all that there was and all that was needed. Legend states that a cataclysmic event brought a great frozen age to the world of Lacrin, and soon after, a new era dawned. Though they say the ancient magics of the Magi still lie buried and lost, scattered around the world, lie in wait for those with the courage to wield it to discover. Welcome to the world of Lacrin and the continent of Thelmecia. Noble knights, roaming orcs, mischievous goblins, and idyllic wondrous lands, just waiting to be explored. Now, a new peril aspires to plunge Thelmecia into despair once more, but not before a few unheard-of heroes take their chance at triumph. Welcome to Tablestory, Darkfire.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the epic finale. I won't promise epic, but it is the finale.
I will. Fuck it.
It's gonna be epic, dude.
Went into the map screen. Let's go to the big screen. I still don't know what I'm doing. The final one. It's been 49 episodes, and I still don't know how to stream D&D. Do you know what? Actually, I can't even claim. I've been doing this for years, and I still don't know what I'm doing. Welcome to Darkfire, the finale.
Literally. There's no way we could not make it.
God!
What? Oh shit!
Holy shit!
Oh shit!
People watching the VOD don't know what just happened, and I do not mention it.
What?
Why?
Because people who are watching the YouTube are going to be like, what just happened? And they will
let's
never
not
know.
They should know what happened.
No, don't tell them.
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know. It's exciting.
Yeah, they don't know what's going on, man. Something happened.
I'm in such a trance, though. I'm
I
in
am-
such a trance.
I'm in a trance, I know.
Nice.
Oh my
God, I'd love
god.
to thank the trance I just got put in. I think I'm going to thank it.
Oh man.
Yes,
Well,
I've
I'm
never been through such a good trance before.
50
I grew up
strong.
in the 90s.
I'm more of a 50 guy.
How's it
Good
going,
job.
everyone? Are you ready?
Yeah, dude. I'm so sad.
Yeah?
Yes.
You feel emotional?
I'm actually gonna
No, I'm
try
trying really
and
hard not
make
to.
it make it another episode. I'm gonna do my best. Just saying. Just be
Okay.
ready, Brad. I don't think you thought about it.
Maximum effort.
I thought of it. You can't.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned of the opposite. I'm more concerned that this is going to go on for about an hour and a half.
And we're just all
Yeah, and we're gonna die. Yeah.
Get fucked.
It's a very real possibility. I genuinely don't know what's going to happen. I haven't sat here and planned out like an ending. In my head, I kind of have ideas of endings, but I'm not really sure what you're going to do. Again, you're going into this kind of... you're just walking into what can only be described as an unbalanced arena, and you have all of the things you have, and this is it now. You're in the not just the end game, the end. There really isn't too much to discuss. So I think I'm just going to jump straight in. I'm going to whack Steven this one because there's no catch up. There's no catching anyone up at this point.
No, but
If you're walking in now for the first time, there's no previously that can really describe.
Just know this is like the end game battle. Like just know we're
Everything
here.
has been
This is just
leading
the
up to this
entire
point.
world rests
You've
on our
done.
shoulders.
You've gone full circle. You've gone full circle, and I think we're just gonna jump in if that's okay with y'all.
wait. I just want to shout out, we have 5 or 6 people who are catching the live show for the first time because they changed their work schedule or they watched all of Darkfire in the last 3 weeks, and this is the first live show that they can catch.
What?
Yeah, and they just walked in and was like, "What do you mean it's the last one? I just quit my job." And
They actually like rearranged their schedule so they could be here
Damn.
and watch it
That's
live.
so sick. That's so sick.
Damn.
Shout
Well,
out to all of you.
shout out to all of you. Shout out to everyone that has watched the show and been on the journey with us.
Yeah, thanks for showing up for all the other live ones.
And
What is wrong?
I kid.
Here we are, the final one. Sit back, enjoy it. I don't know what's gonna happen. They don't know what's gonna happen.
My 1 year sub pop.
This is
I
probably
actually,
1 year for the show then.
yeah, probably.
1 year sub pop.
Mine was
Mine
mine was
mine.
today as well. Weirdly enough,
Mine
it
was
wasn't
today.
a year.
This
It was
is the
mine was
day, a
whatever
year.
the maximum
Like
was. But mine
within the
resub.
week or whatever it is. That's so.
We just got a massive amount of bits from Soul Crusher too. Thank you so much, Soul
Holy
Crusher.
shit!
Oh,
God,
That's massive. Wait, I have an emote for that.
fucking crazy, dude. Thank you.
All right. Listen, the support has been great, but it's not over yet. And if I don't get started, it'll never end. So
I'm into it.
we're jumping in. But again, I'm not going to tell you what's going on. If you haven't seen it up to now, there is no cutscene. But we aren't going to join you for just
What?
yet. We're actually going to jump into the game and head into a cutscene, I guess. Yeah, it's a cutscene, but it's not one that I've provided at least. It's just a cutscene.
me.
You
Is there music on or anything right now?
Just sounds
there
funny.
is the sounds of battle, and there's a reason for that. I'd like to give everybody an image of the King of Rosegard as he sits atop a stallion in front of that giant palace made out of white stone and colored glass. It looks like the dead of night, but I think there might be just the hint of a sunrise in the far distance. He's on top of a huge grey mane stallion with this palace behind him, which is sat again sort of up above this, up above the city on like a plateau. There's fighting all around him in his immediate area. It just looks like chaos. Beyond him, there's this sort of mixture of both the purple fire and the sort of natural orange flames that you get spilling out across the city, across all of those rooftops and varying places that we've witnessed, and you guys spent a lot of time in Rosegard. And the place looks like it's just been under siege for some time. In the sky, there are these wyverns, these big kind of dragon-like flying lizard creatures. On top of them are the Warforged army, looking like 19 did right at the beginning with the red paint and no glow behind their eyes. And they fly in and out, diving down towards these sort of waves of bandits, and maybe we see like a plume of black smoke as one bursts through and just flyby attacks one of these bandits that seem to be fighting with the King's men, the Rosegard army. For the most part, the bandits seem hugely outnumbered. The king, with a sort of bloodied gash across his forehead, missing his crown, sitting atop this horse, smiles. He says, "We've won the day! We've won the day! One final push and these pitiful fools will be ousted from our fine city. Nothing beats the might of Rosegard!" And then suddenly, there's a rumble that catches him mid-sentence. His eyes flash out towards the west and open up. He says, "By the gods, what is that?" The rumble becomes this sort of powerful cracking sound that drives the king to bring his hands up to his ears and all the people around him as well, friend and foe alike. His sword with the golden hilt, inlaid with these small little rubies, clatters to the ground. And then we come back to the four of you.
What?
You guys all find yourselves once again in the gate of fire. And I think almost at the exact same time as the four of you that were flying in on the back of Drift, the half-bat creature monstrosity, fly back into the gate. And you witness everything that you witness around you, all of the varying things that you see as you enter this this chamber. There's the lava, the fire, the room. It looks very similar to the big, large chamber that you were with Hasmal in the beginning, but it's definitely different. It's plateaued. Up at the top of it, you glance, and as you each spill through this from the back of Drift as he transforms again and crashes one direction. Rin, you crash to the other. Eero, you land on the ground. All of you spill out hard, maybe quickly standing up and taking in your surroundings. You can see Deathsinger on top of the plateau. You can see 19, but all of you, including 19, hear the voice of Hasmal once again.
Your pursuit is to stop whatever is trying to cross over into your realm via this gate without warrant. You must stop it by any means necessary.
And that is where we begin. Once again, you all spill forth. You've all had your spells replenished. You've had a longish rest, long enough. You've got full HP. All of you are at full strength right now.
I technically took a short rest, right? So my finger's okay?
You're good. Everything. You got everything back. You see around you again. This room. On the map, there are a couple of points where it says 15 feet, 20 feet to let you know how high up these plateaus are. Running and jumping up this is not easy. It is up above you, and you can see it again, kind of like an old church with the viewing area at the top. At the so as you spill out and you gather your bearings, you can see a bunch of Praetorian members with their robes over their heads, and each of them holds in their hands this strange artifact, these boxes. These sort of glass see-through boxes, and they seem to be kind of holding them, and as I think the two that are closest to you react and pull them in, draw them into their chests closer. Above you, Deathsinger stands. He shouts down at you that you are too late, and 19 is kind of stepping. His leg steps upwards as he's about to step into something that maybe you can't see too well from this angle, but you can see plumes of fire like he's about to step into this purple flame. In a kind of bowl that sits above it, there are two figures, one that, no, actually no, neither of them I think you would recognize. One of them, a masked cultist, a tiefling, with a mask on with a rune in a kind of star shape on the front of it. The other one is Athena. We know her as Athena. She's she was the leader of the Rose Guard Praetorian group, essentially. This very old tiefling, this kind of battle-hardened woman. On the stairway to your left is the drow that Rin, you would recognize instantly, the very young-looking, sort of half-drow woman with her kind of grey skin. Zare, she's kind of looking down at you. She also holds one of those boxes just to keep you in the loop. And then behind you, behind a huge sort of bowl of fire, down towards the entrance is Stubby. He is confused looking, I would say, would be a good way to describe how he looks right now. He's got these cork things in his ears, and he's kind of watching everything happen around him, a little unsure as to what to do. His last thing was told to him by 19 to sort of stand still, but he's kind of unsure. And then you guys come in, and his eyes widen as he sees you. I will need some initiative from all four of you as we go, and I've already pre-rolled. I pre-rolled some initiative for the other characters here. and I rolled them with this new dice that I got from Anna the Newt, who sent me a bunch of dice.
Yay, Anna.
Anna is the one who did a lot of the art. She did the world map. She did the art of.
She cursed it.
She did the art of Death Singer.
Thanks, Anna.
And here, I think I can show you that one again as well because it was good. It's still under the.
I rolled so low.
There he is. And Anna gave me a few bags of dice. So any rolls that happen with this dice tonight, it's Anna's fault. I'm not taking any responsibility.
Anna did us right.
That's just to put it on Anna.
Anna did us right. Don't worry.
Hey, I'm not
Right,
saying, who knows which way it will go, but either way, Anna the Newt, thanks for the. She's always kind of there with us on this journey. And
Are
now
you
she's,
rolling for Stubby?
Yes, and I'm gonna roll for Stubby as well. And
Yeah, 20.
here
Come
we
on.
go. All right,
Anna.
I'll roll Stubby's one on the screen.
Okay.
I'll just roll him a dex. Let's see what he gets. A 9.
It's all right.
Of course. Just a classic 9. Stubby, though, looks like he really needs someone to explain what's going on, I think. He's kind of got, like, his whiskey going. The others pretty much rolled relatively averagely. Death Singer, of particular note, only rolled a 12. So he's in the middle of the group here. And Iro and Rin, I assume Rin would go first out of the two of you. Who's got the highest dex score?
Mine's a 2 modifier.
Mine's a 3 modifier.
All right. So, as it begins, you all burst forth. You were just brought back, boom, almost as if like a spell, like a plane shift kind of spell ended. And you ping, 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 you just kind of are flying one way, and now you're flying and you're here. As soon as you enter, you feel that regenerative power of the gate reactivate for the two of you that were kind of holding the Hasmal fire powers within you. Drift, I think you just feel the same as you've felt so far. And you spill out, but I'm not going to make you prone or anything for the intents and purposes of this. You are just there where you are on the map. But we come to 19 first. 19, you're about to take a step here into this fire. It is your turn. You are under the dominate person spell. The ring.
So one person we did not want to go first. Yeah.
The ring is causing you to make your saving throws to break out of this with disadvantage. Actually, that's not true. The ring is causing you to make the first saving throw with disadvantage. When the spell is cast on you, you make it with disadvantage. To break out of it, it will just be a normal saving throw at the end of your turn. Right now,
God.
So the end of my turn, which is now, I roll a save. Is that correct, Bradley?
no, it is not, because unfortunately, Death Singer is controlling you, and he gets his whole version of your turn.
No!
And he has commanded you to.
It's been less than a minute that he's been controlled.
It has been.
It's probably been more than a minute for sure.
It's probably been more than a minute, yeah.
Then it would have ended.
Yeah, but it didn't. So what he does is he tells you to.
Easy going, TM.
Starts now.
I'm gonna cut that up and make that my sub sound, but
Spell-
it didn't.
Spell starts now. You it's okay, here's what it is. It's dominate person, Brad version, because everything's wibbly wobbly anyway with this, because it's more to do with the ring than it is to do with an actual spell that's being cast on you. So
You don't need to explain. We get it.
I'm using dominate person as a thing. The
Trying to use anything we can to save this fight.
He's using dominate person as dominate whole crew right now. From I like the word.
You are commanded to step into the fire.
And then
That's it. You must use your action to do whatever. Essentially, there's really nothing you can do against this until the end of your turn.
So I'm stepping in the fire right now.
I think the very first thing that's going to happen is that you're going to step into the fire.
So the very first thing that's going to happen is I'm going to put my big fat Warforged foot in the fire.
Correct.
So you see 19, he's standing there and he's like doesn't have anything he can do, and next thing you know, he just like he's trying to fight it. He can't fight it. He's trying as hard as he can, and suddenly and he puts his fucking foot in the fire.
Yeah. You'll be pleased to know
Good. That my whole body needs to be in the fire.
you don't actually take any damage by doing this necessarily, because you are still immune to fire damage.
Damn right I am.
As you step in, this flame engulfs you. You feel this flame kind of wash over you. The purple flame mixing with the lava underneath, and you step into it, and it goes like the lava, which is this kind of liquid lava. It's more like it's like an actual liquid as opposed to this weird molten rock lava that you usually would get. It's like napalm. You step into it, and it moves around your legs and sits maybe up on you, probably up to like the knee on you. So it's pretty deep. You're pretty big, but you don't take any damage or anything like that. This thing is not gonna injure you necessarily. And as you step into the fire, I don't think anything happens right now. That is the end of your turn, though. He has used his. That was his thing. He needed to get you in the fire. So
now it's the end of my turn. Can I roll?
now you can make a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
Oh my God, Bus is in the chat.
All right. You want this? You want this?
Let him have it. Let him play.
You want to?
Last day.
Brad,
Holy shit!
with a crit, which means I should get to start my turn, right? Which means I should get my turn. I mean, I crit. I mean, I think that's
God.
I think I put my foot in the fire. There's something cool happens, but
Nope.
we'll find out.
You step
You gotta
into
play
this.
the lift, Brad. Play the lift.
You step into the fire, and as you do so, you continually fight against this spell, and you're in there. You're just kind of inside this mental cage, being ordered around by Deathsinger, just kind of breaking out of it. Eventually, you do so, and you're back. You're in control suddenly of your body. Deathsinger is instantly aware of it. You can see a kind of his lip raise in kind of a snarl as you break out of this spell, but that's all you do. You just break out of it successfully. It bodes well, though, that you rolled a natural 20 for a natural 26 in total as your first roll.
'Cause something tells me that it's like a 24 to get out of that fucker.
It's pretty high.
Like, something tells me it's pretty stupid.
The very last person who Deathsinger wanted that ring on, though, was you, because he knows that you're magical in being, and
Right, I am. You get.
he is. He knows you've got a high whiz score. So,
Damn high master whiz
Rin,
score. That's
you could probably do like a weird monkish forward roll and then come to a stop and then look about you. And you see these various people. I don't think you recognize any of them, bar Zari and Deathsinger. The rest of them just look like Praetorian members, but none of them are any that you know from your home. What would you like to do?
When we arrived, I think last week, we knew that we had to stop 19 from getting into the fire, correct?
Yes.
That was just, okay, then I run at 19 to pull him out of the fire.
All right. How do you run it in? Remember that there's a big 20-foot thing to get up above you. It is a sheer wall. It's not like a plateau thing where you go under it.
Can we see 19 from where we're at?
I think you can, yeah. I think...
The top of his head?
Yeah, you also came in, like, flying in. So you saw everything as you were coming down and then crashing. You crash-landed in. That's what you did.
Okay. Can I use Step of the Wind and jump up the wall? Like, how high is the wall?
It's 20 feet. step of what does step of the wind do? It gives you an extra movement.
Yeah, it lets me dash, and then my jump distance is doubled for the turn.
20 feet jump is pretty high. What's like the highest standing jump?
I honestly have no idea.
It's gotta be like 5
Where's
feet.
the fastest way to like run up, up? Is there stairs or anything?
There is
Behind
stairs,
you.
yeah. If you,
behind
if
me?
you
Okay.
zoom out, you should be able to see the whole map. What can you see?
Oh, mother.
It's a long way back.
Yeah, okay.
You've got to run all the way, down to these stairs and then up and along here. Or, yeah, you can attempt to do some sort of crazy parkour jump up the wall.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
All right. I think, although Step of the Wind exists, all it's going to do is let you even try. As opposed to just kind of like jump 20 feet into the air.
Yeah.
So you have the movement to make 65 feet. You have that?
Yes, 55.
You got 55 feet?
Yeah,
You
but
got to
then
make 65.
If I use the key point, I believe I can do that, or because I
What's
can
your normal speed?
That's what I'm asking.
55.
Oh,
So
shit.
if I'm using it as a bonus action, I can still use my movement, is what I was saying. I can use my movement to get to the wall and then use the key point to do Step of the Wind and then, right?
I'm
believe.
confused as well. Your
Step of the Wind gives you
speed,
double movement.
Yeah.
your speed is 55.
Step of the Wind gives her 110.
Right. Okay. So yeah. That's exactly right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I just didn't realize you had 55 feet movement. It's insane. Monks are
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Monk.
Remember that time somebody was going to have over 45 feet of movement for every turn if I would have walked 8 million miles?
Yeah, I remember that guy. So you give me an acrobatics check as you parkour on your first turn of combat here.
Okay, but I just have to. My rolls have been the worst in this show for an entire year. I'm just asking for one episode. Could you please do me a solid? Roll 20 gods.
I got this. I'm going to get them for you. PB, you ready? I got this for you. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let me just.
16.
Should give me that.
That's athletics.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say? God, why do you hate me? Acrobatics. Okay.
A 7. You run at the wall. You jump at the wall, and I think you probably get one step up, and then a second, and you reach out to reach for the top of it, but it's not enough. You probably can do this, but this just flat, almost like the walls in here are weird as well. Remember they look like stone slabs, but really they're not. There's some other bullshit that was made eons ago. So you slip on this, like, it's not frictionless surface, but it's like there's not a lot of friction going on. And I think it causes you to just, like, you're not expecting it to not react like a gravel or a stone wall would or whatever, and you just, and you spin, you flip. I don't think you'll take any damage, but your movement is over, and I think you're here, 20 feet down. You just slide back down the wall and just land on the ground looking up, and there's 20 feet up above you.
Can I still? It's just straight up, so I can't really attack anybody, right? Like, I don't see Death Singer or any of the other two on top of the wall, right?
It's really hard to see them, yeah, but you can see the other members around you.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to use my bow then, and I'm gonna attack this guy right here.
They have colors on them if they're
Green
just
one. The green one.
Praetorita members purely for this reason. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Please, for the love of Pete. Mother. Wow. Just
The
kill
PB
me.
rolls have
Kill me
followed you
now.
into the finale. and you fire 2 arrows over there
Yes.
towards that guy.
Oh my god.
You whip the bow out, spin, turn to your left, and fire 2 shots over there. I don't know if a 14 is really enough here, because he has a little bit of cover, I think, because he's up and he's kind of behind a pillar.
Yeah.
And so let me just double check. I think you actually missed both.
Is anybody surprised?
Yeah. You fire one, it flies wide. You fire another, and it just glances off the side of that pillar and lands at this cultist's feet.
Okay. I'm ending my turn.
You end your turn. Iro, dear.
Please save us, Hero. I'm sorry. I tried. I really did try.
Why did you charge right down the middle?
It's what I would have done.
Sorry, that's Wax Steven. That's not Hero.
Yeah. It's what I would have done.
I didn't say anything as Hero because we just landed. But god damn it. Okay. 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 Rain, where are you going?
I'm trying to stop 19.
Stop 19. Where? Is he in the fire?
Yes.
19, what are you doing in the fire?
He answers you on his turn.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, Iro, what do you want to do?
All right, I'm going to use my oh my god, what a terrible start.
Turn me into an alligator. I'll do better than as myself. Right? God damn.
It's so fun.
I will use Mother of God. I will use my Mantle of Inspiration to start and give everyone some temporary HP as well as movement. If you would like to use your reaction,
Yes.
you can use up to your speed. And that consumes a bardic.
This hits all of us, right?
This hits all of you, yes.
Does it hit 19?
It does.
Yes.
Actually, I have to move, but yes, I will move in range to do that. Just one up.
I'm not going to move until you're almost finished with your turn because I want to ask Brad questions before I move because it's important. So.
Okay, so each of you gains 8 temporary HP to start things, and you can move with your reaction. So that's my bonus action, and then my
I'll do that.
full action. My regular action will be to use. I will use my short bow towards the Praetorian in the. I guess Rin did not hit the green one?
Nope.
All right, I will attack the blue one then.
Okay.
With a 10, unfortunately.
10 is a miss. It launches wide. They're starting to move now, I think. Like they're moving left and right, and he becomes a moving target for you as you fire this short bow over there.
And then I will get back behind Drift.
Before you move or anything, Iro, do you need me to stay close?
Well, I don't know.
We have
what
to
are we
stop
doing?
19.
We've got problems in the way, Rin. We need to deal with these people that are around us first.
All right, I'll stay here.
I've just given him some inspiration, and you see all the sparkles and things. And I think they're a bit more of a fiery like effect since I have.
Who'd you give inspiration to?
The power of Hasmol.
Who'd you give the inspiration to?
It's just the mantle of inspiration.
The reaction and all that.
10 hit points and the movement.
Yeah.
Cool. Then I won't use my movement. I'll stay right in front, and you just see like my teeth start to just go like and like I start getting pissed off.
And that's it for my turn.
So I'd like to do the movement, Brad, but the reason I want to wait till the end of the turn was A, for cannon for RP, and also I thought that I was closer to Death Singer for an attack of opportunity. So
He wouldn't get one anyway on that spell.
he doesn't get one anyways. So I would say what you see happen before the next turn happens is you, like 19 just gets out of the thing, and it's almost like fucking dun 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 fucking Terminator music comes on for a second, and he like almost like the camera pans to his leg, and you see him lift his leg out of the fucking lava while he's looking at Death Singer, and he puts it back on the ground without the fire. He's still on fire. He stays on fire. I'm gonna say that for sure. And he steps again, and he just straight for like the next whatever it is, couple turns or whatever it might be. You see him walk. Let's see, he's got a total of 25, so let me make sure I can do it right. So I'm gonna end up going to basically right over. Actually, I'm gonna do the full movement for now to right there. If somebody wants to ping that spot for me, it was right here, right here.
No, next to it.
Okay. And then as he walks by, because he knows that he can potentially still be like under control, as he walks by Death Singer, you see him just absolutely grip his sword and his shield, and he's just fucking ready. And that's it.
Yeah, Death Singer is snarling at you and beginning to do his own thing. But it isn't Death Singer that reacts first, it's Athena. And she just does like a fucking triple backflip out of this pot. And
I get an athletics check, okay?
I did one for her. She rolled a 19.
What? A badass.
And she runs over here next to you. She runs past Death Singer and runs up to where you are. And this old woman, much smaller than you, much shorter than you, very thin, this kind of old tiefling woman with this endless scowl on her face, runs over to you, and she pulls from her scabbards these two scimitars, and she moves very quickly. She does that like Naruto, like ninja run across the edge of the bowl of fire and then down and along past Death Singer.
Completely puts me to shame. Pretty much.
She was. I'll let you in. She was embarrassed by you when you tried to run up that wall.
Of course she was. Of course she was.
And she.
I mean, who wouldn't be?
She runs up to where you are, 19, and she looks at you, looks back at Death Singer, and says, "All three of them are down there. How about we kill the tin?" And Death Singer says, "No, the ring." And she says, "Very well." And she runs past you, 19. You can have an opportunity attack if you want.
100% going to take an opportunity attack.
Give me that attack
He
roll.
used his reaction to move.
You did use your reaction.
Oh yeah, I guess
move.
opportunity attacks are reactions technically, aren't they?
Yeah, so she looks
Next
at you.
time.
There's like that anime moment where the two of you look at each other as she runs past. And she's very low to the ground. She's real quick. Oh, actually, yeah, she's real quick.
Did we hear that, Brad?
I think so. It's
Great.
not. There's nothing loud in here. It's silent. I think. There's no like ritualistic chanting. There's just the pop of the fire and the sound of people moving around, and it's echoing off the walls. I don't think it's loud in here at all. So I'd say it'd be very easy for you to hear. Yeah, she runs past you and runs past Zari as well. And then that will be the end of our turn. Death Singer turns to the masked cultist who has that strange device that to us looks surprisingly similar to a rocket launcher, but it has this giant bolt in the front of it, like a whaling harpoon or something. And he says, Death Singer shouts to him, "Stifle! Take care of them!" And he brings this thing up. And let's hope he has the luck of the Irish.
Don't have the luck of the Irish.
No, you want him to have the luck of the Irish. Not the Irish, but my character Irish, who had a rocket launcher who was just terrible with it.
Oh, yes, we want that.
That.
Let's see. So he's going to fire the bolt launcher at who is closest here? Drift.
Me.
Get ready. Bolt launcher
Bring it on.
attack coming in. This thing just boom, woof. You just hear this like pop as this thing fires this giant great harpoon towards you. On a 22.
That's a hit.
It's gonna sting. 14 piercing. I think this thing catches you. It maybe doesn't like hit you or anything. It slices past you. This giant bolt hits the ground. It does no damage to the ground. This room is basically impossible to damage, but it launches off and probably lands somewhere over nearby Stubby. As this thing is fired out, it hits you and it opens this wound of 14 piercing damage on the side of you. He says nothing, bringing us to Deathsinger. Deathsinger turns once again to you, 19, and you hear him enchant or incant under his breath as he casts another dominate person on you. Please give me a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Let him play!
Oh no. Boss is in the chat.
He doesn't go back to normal because he rolled a crit on the last one.
No.
Oh.
He's got the ring on.
9.
That is a fail. You are moving away. Dung, dung, dung. You bring your sword and shield out, or the great sword, did you say?
Could I possibly say something to him before he, like, right before he casts a spell? Just because canon.
I think so.
If you're just gonna take me over again, it shows you're weak. Why don't you just go ahead and fight me?
He casts a spell on you, overtakes you, and says,
Bitch. He's a bitch.
he says,
Bitch. He says he's a bitch.
throw the great sword over the edge and step into the fire. Bringing the Deathsinger turn to an end here. Yeah, I think that's good. Stubby is at the end of the hallway. Now, I will roll. Nobody shouted anything at him. He is deaf, kinda, because he's got the things in his ears. I'm going to roll an insight check for Stubby.
Come on.
To see if he can work out kinda what's going on. From his perspective, this is very confusing. He was told not to do anything, then you guys teleported in and started running around. That's real low. Let me add his charisma.
Come on,
which is a nothing. He rolled a 6.
Not that bad. It's not that good.
I think he's trying to work out what's going on, but bear in mind, 19 told him that all these people were friends. He winked at him and he failed his insight there. He didn't really know what was going on. He knows that something's happening, but he doesn't. I don't think he's seen enough from any of you to know what's going on. But he brings his bow out and looks at you, Drift, because you're the only person here who's been wounded. He sees the guy in the thing, but I think he kind of holds his attack. But he does shout outwards, just into the room, and really loudly, maybe a little louder than he needs to. He shouts, "What's going on?"
Oh, no massive trouble! Start killing these people in the robes!
Can I take these things out of my ears?
Take him out!
Yes!
He takes the things out of his
We're
ears.
all like, yes!
Fire!
Who?
Kill one of the ones in the robes!
Everyone except us!
Okay. He will do, but that was his turn. Zari,
This is going well.
Zari, the drow. This is a Patreon NPC, by the way, from Jaguar. Remember, and probably had more screen time than many of the other Patreon NPCs that made it in, and she sees Athena run past, and she looks around. I think maybe Rin. She looks down at you running up. Out of everyone here, In fact, Rin, what are you doing? As
Well,
you're
I
running.
can.
You doing
What
anything?
am
Are
I
you looking
doing?
at anyone? Are you thinking anything? Are you planning anything?
Yeah,
I'm curious as to what you look like.
I'm going to. I have my eyes on the whoever Eero just shot, which I believe is the cultist in the blue.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, she like kind of looks around a little bit, but I think she's going to look towards Athena, and Athena runs past and says, "Come on, get on with it." And she just starts moving. The young drow will, I guess, she kind of shakes her head and then looks down towards you, Rin. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Come on. Turn those rolls around right now. It's early.
17.
There you go.
17 is a mate. She grips onto this kind of clear glass cube that she has in her hands and closes her eyes, and then you feel this magical energy wash over you as if she's trying to cast a spell towards you, but you shake it off. And she kind of shakes her head as well, and she
I look up at her and I give her the finger. Fucking.
All right.
Like I could feel that, right? I could feel her
yeah,
trying to do
Give
something to me.
Give me an intimidation check.
19. Suck it.
Yeah, let's see.
I'm so
like
over
that.
this cult.
He does not like that.
She shakes her head as if she's maybe disappointed or something, I think probably. And she kind of, I think that's all she does. She doesn't move though. And that brings us to Drift.
Okay.
All right, baby. Let's go.
All right. So I just got wrapped up. Was it an actual net?
Oh
Brad?
no, there's no net. It's just a giant fucking bolt. It's like a
cool.
giant
Okay,
crossbow bolt.
cool.
Yeah. With
So I just get
horrible
that
aim.
out of my side. It hit me on the side, and you see me like upset and pissed off. And just out of a reaction of just like I don't want to feel that pain again. I instantly, I instantly throw back an Eldritch Blast at the mass cultist who just hit me.
Oh, okay, yep.
So I'm gonna throw the first one. Yay!
Yeet.
24. Yeah.
That's a hit.
And I'm gonna put a push on it.
Oh, okay.
So that'll do 10 damage and push 10 feet.
10 damage to him. He's up there like reloading this thing. He's like holding the cannon end under one, and he's got another bolt that he's pushing down in the thing, when suddenly just this wave of force hits him, doom, knocks him up, and pushes him backwards. So that's 10 damage, and push 10 feet backwards will place him squarely in the, like, he falls off the, like, out of this bowl. Like, maybe 2 of the bolts fall with him and land in the lava and burn, and he just kind of like, he goes arse over tit. This lava kind of washes up around him as the flame, and he like lands in this pool of fire. What else would you like to do on your turn?
So with that was left hand, and then with my right hand, I'm gonna go after exactly what yeah, I'm gonna go with my right hand to the blue Praetorian, or whatever it's called. Praetorian? What the hell?
Pterothought.
Praetorian.
Yeah, Praetorian.
Tyrannosaur.
Yeah, I'll fire out an Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay.
27.
27's a hit.
some.
Only 2 damage on that one.
2 damage. All right. Blue one, yeah?
Blue one, yeah.
And he grabs that glass cube and shields it as this thing hits him, and it hits his shoulder and spins him around a little as he kind of turns back around. This is another guy with like a shaved bald head. The force of the spell probably pushes his hood back, and he turns back to you, and he's got that milky look in his eyes as well. but he has no real expression, even though he's spun around and hit by this thing. You doing
Brad,
any movement?
Who has these cubes that I can see from my point of view?
The half drow, the red, blue, and green Praetorians, and
They all have it.
and Athena.
The masked cultist didn't have it?
He doesn't have one, no.
Okay, and then is anything happening with them, or is that something I'd have to use my turn for?
Yeah, you can
That would be an like I'd
you
have
can
to
roll
use...
me like an int or an arcana check, but it would be an action to do.
Okay, great. Do I get any damage dealt to the masked cultist for falling in the fire?
No,
Or is that on his turn? Okay, if at all.
you don't get any.
All right. So there's no reaction from him when I see him fall off that bowl in that fire. I
I don't think
hear any
anyone
sounds.
sees him apart from maybe 19 in his weird state of
do I see?
Great,
turning
that's
around.
fair. That's fair.
But
Yeah.
he falls into it, and I think we just see him kind of splash up, and it's pretty deep, and I don't think you see anything.
So I'm gonna yell back to the group, guys. I can get 19, but I need someone to watch out for Eero.
I got it.
Great. And then you're just gonna see me start bolting to the left. I'm gonna cut this way, 30 feet to the wall.
Alright. The Praetorians. The
35. I get 35.
the few of them. Let's see what are they gonna do. Okay, so the red one and the blue one kind of snap their heads up to Death Singer, and then snap their heads back to Eero. Since you decided that he would be the one that needs to be looked after, I guess he's the one who needs to die, right? So,
Fuck.
Wait, you moved? Oh,
you move out of the way.
why did you move, John? No!
I forgot they had a turn. I forgot they had a turn.
Here they come. They go running towards Eero, dear. Eero, guess what? Their hands are outstretched, and they hold
Shocker!
They hold the glass cubes under the crook of one arm. They hold out their hands, and you see this purple flame begin to coalesce around the ends of their fingertips, as each of them is going to come up to you and try and cast your favorite spell.
Damn it.
Let's see here.
Well, this was fun, guys. Good game.
You'll be fine. You'll be
One
fine.
inflict wounds.
You're
Ooh,
good.
A 7.
One miss.
Okay.
A 2 inflict wounds, and 18.
No, that one's a hit, Brad.
Yeah. So one of them like runs past you, I think, as you avoid the attack. The next one grabs you, or maybe just shoves his hand into the center of your chest, and then this flame bursts forth from it again. And it's gonna deal a grand total of 12 necrotic damage to you. Nope, sorry, 18, because it was a level 2.
Okay. All right.
And
Could have been worse.
I need to write it down.
Yeah, John, it could have been worse.
So they
Coming back, buddy.
both lost one.
I cry out when Eero gets attacked.
You see Drift turn around like, oh shit.
Yeah, they're like grabbing at him.
Drift?
How far
Yeah,
away?
I'm on it. You just
you
see me like
wall?
flip back around.
How far away are you? Oh, nice. Rin, give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. 11.
I think. Oh, wrong one. What was your spell save? Hey, you made it just. You feel another spell being cast. You look up towards the other side, the one with the green thing. He's a kind of older looking human man with his own glass orb. He's glass cube under one arm. He's facing out towards you with his hand outstretched, sending this kind of spell over towards you, and you avoid it again. Then, behind Stubby, Stubby is kind of confusedly looking around when the invisible one is suddenly seen again. Remember last week when I was like, yeah, 5, yeah, 6, yeah, 5 to you, Tiger?
I don't. I'm actually.
It was an awkward moment for me because I was like, wait, is there 5 or 6 that can be seen?
Oh yeah.
Well, let me show you, introduce you to purple number Praetorian, purple color, not number.
Fuck.
As he appears behind Stubby. Stubby is kind of like aiming the bow up. He sees that cultist get arse over tit, and he just aims at another one. When this hand appears behind him, as he gets a little bit nonied here with another inflict wounds on an 18. That's a hit on young Stubby Stout Boots, and at level 2, it's going to deal a grand total of 17 damage.
Don't forget, Stubby also had the Mantle of Inspiration.
So he has an extra how much HP?
8.
8.
Actually, let me just check and make sure he was in range. Hold on. Nah, he was out of range.
Then never mind. So I think for the first time ever, Stubby takes damage here the whole time. Stubby kind of like pulls these things out of his ears and throws them onto the ground. One lands in the flava, and then he brings his arrows up when suddenly this hand grips his back and his eyes widen and this purple flame burns down him, and he, you bastard, you sneaky shite! Turns around. This guy is an elf, which Stubby will be pleased to know as a dwarf. Yeah, he like spins on him and like begins to like counter attack this thing, but this flame burns down one shoulder and it's a pretty nasty attack. He has his own Praetorian to deal with, and that brings us back to the top of the round with young 19.
Question.
Yes.
So obviously when I started playing 19 again, we just kind of got right into it. Things have been kind of hitting the fan. I haven't rolled a crit in a very long time, and the thought process occurred to me after we started the next character because I wasn't going to interrupt. I still have 2 points left.
Right. You already have a proficiency in wisdom saves anyway, though.
Do I?
I think you're
as a cleric.
You're a cleric, so I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Remember now, at the end of
I just need to remember that's a thing because I completely forgot that I still had 2 of those left, which is kind of sad to think about, actually. Like,
you still got more room to grow.
But I've never used them. Yeah.
Anyway, your turn.
What am I doing, Brad? Wait, don't tell me it's my turn.
You got to throw whatever sword you had in your hand off the edge.
He said great sword specifically, so do you want
It was whatever sword you had in your hand. I just couldn't remember what you said you pulled out.
I had my long sword in my hand. Or no, I had my long sword in my hand.
Then that's what he said. Cool. So like this long sword lands, dung, 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 clanks across the ground, and lands in front of the Rin, the Praetorian's arrow. It probably lands down there near you, and he commands you to step back into the fire. So I assume you have the movement since you stepped this far last time.
I do indeed.
Just in case it matters, I will put a sword on the ground in front of where it landed, just because I have no idea, but it's possible that there's always, I'll just throw this one down, and I think it's probably like here. All right, let's put that there. All right, so you were where here? How did you manage to make it from this one, but only make it to here this time?
Supposed to be up there one more. That's fine. Either way. I just knew I was in the fire one way or another, so.
Yeah. So I think you just step back into the fire again, and there's this cultist.
Do I see a masked cultist?
Yeah, he's like standing up and like brushing the flava off of him. He has this mask on with this this strange rune on the front of it, and he just looks kind of pissed. But also you kind of can't see his face. He's kind of growling under that mask, but he doesn't say anything. And I think that's the end of your turn. Yeah, so you can give me another
Do I
whiz
get a
save.
roll?
Yeah, you can try and snap out of it.
Whiz, save.
Oh, please!
And 5, 4, 3. You thought I was going to do it on 1. Fuck off. 17.
You snap out of it.
Go, buddy, go.
You step into it again, and this cultist looks up at you as you kind of like come back online, and he like, slows down his washing off of the lava from pushing it off of his body. End of your turn. Rin, brings us to your turn here.
Okay.
A little help!
Hero! I'm going to come up and I'm going to attack this guy right here, the red cultist, with my fists.
Okay.
21!
There we go.
Yes.
Mine is a
Confident
hit.
pumpkin.
Yay! 20. And I will use a key point to make one of those a stunning strike, please.
Okay.
Con save, bro.
Con save from the cultist. Coming in right now. 14?
Oh, God. Maybe? Yes.
He makes it.
I think so, yes.
What's your spell save
12.
DC?
Yeah, he makes it.
Yeah.
Okay. You still deal the damage though, so it was 14.
Okay.
Did you say?
Yep, 14. But then I will use my bonus action to attack twice more.
Okay.
20.
This is what you do as a monk.
Holy shit. 13?
Also a hit.
Yes!
This is what you do as a monk. 28 damage total.
28 damage.
28 damage to this guy. I think this is so many hits. I'm gonna make him do a whatever is highest for him check. Dex or strength? Dex. He's gonna make a Dex save. 13. He makes his Dex save. You come over to him and just start wailing on him. It's like it's just
It hurt hero.
yeah,
Fuck
you
him.
just like harangue Tekken him, just bang 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 bang, just doing all this stuff. And he takes all the hits, like he's just being smacked around, but he spends the entire time guarding this cube. Successfully as well. At the end of all of your
Interesting.
strikes, he's
Each
standing
of these
there.
cultists has a cube.
Each of them does, and the Drow and Athena has one as well. He is messed up. His nose is bleeding, his ear is split, his lip is broken. You've probably cracked a rib in there from something, and he stumbles backwards, but he holds on to this sort of glass cube in front of him, and that milky look in his eyes. He doesn't really have any expression, even through all this sort of damage and pain. He doesn't look like he was that bothered necessarily, I guess. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, but I have a question. I'm going to assume that I don't know any of this since, it was kept from me. But do I know what these boxes might be used for? Or these little things that they're holding? Do I recognize them at all?
You do not recognize them at all.
Okay.
100%. Anything
Yeah.
privy to the final mission was kept from you on purpose.
Yeah. Okay.
Unfortunately. So you're kind of in the same boat as everyone else here. You can make an investigation or an arcana check on your turn to try and work that out, but it will cost you an action.
Okay.
And that brings us to Hero.
They're protecting the box, Eero.
I'm having a really harsh realization right now that it's just going to be a back and forth for a little while. Like this, like a really harsh realization.
He did say the ring. So if you,
I think if I recall, if I take the ring off, I die.
oh, well, balls.
Yeah.
I'll take it off for you.
Oh God, tap my hand off.
Okay. I'm going to get sparkly again.
That's a good thing.
I'm getting sparkly.
Shimmer
All
and
right,
shine.
Twilight, what do you want to do when you
I'm getting sparkly.
The mantle
Do it.
I'm like blanking on which button does what. I'm pretty sure it's this one. I hope it's this one. Nope, that's fire. Okay. Sparkles are happening. But they look fire-like as I use another mantle of inspiration, I think. I want everybody that wants to use their reaction to move again. But I will move in range of 19 first, I think, to allow him to move if he wants to use his reaction.
Are you gonna stay right there by the cultist?
I'm not.
Okay.
No, because the mantle of inspiration.
It allows you to.
It will allow me to ignore their reactions, basically.
Yeah.
Can I see where you're going before I make my decision? Is that allowed?
That's up to Brad, I guess.
I would like to follow you or stick by your side.
Yeah, I'm just getting behind you.
Okay, yeah.
That's where I'm sort of doing a loop around. I'm getting in range of 19 to cast my mantle of inspiration.
And then dipping.
And yeah, I'm
If that's
I'm
the
gonna-
case, if I can move, I'm. Fuck, man. I'm going to, because you just look like you're in so much pain. I'm literally flipping back off this wall and I'm running back towards you.
Then if Eero's gonna stick with me, I'm gonna move this way.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna move to the other side of them.
Oh, okay. I see. So Eero will be next to you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then I'll move there.
Yeah, because
Okay,
I've
good.
watched you like throw.
And I'm gonna move like right
the
here.
Fire. Yeah, I've watched you throw people in the fire, so I'm probably
Okay,
moving so
and
that you can do that.
And then with my regular action, I am going to cast.
And 19, you can move.
Oh, I know. I'm waiting.
I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on these two assholes. So they both get outlined. Let's call it a green glow.
Green glow.
Yes,
Okay.
and they. Oh, actually, no. They have to make a dex saving throw. Sorry, they have to make a dex
Okay.
saving throw first.
Dex saving throw. Left and right. 13, 9. Probably both fails.
Both fails. And they have attack rolls against them have advantage,
Yeah. Nice.
and that's
so
it for my turn.
Fairy Fire, suddenly they are nice and clear. They look like they're easy to hit. They've got nice big targets on their backs now for you to strike. And 19, you can make your movement.
Question. And you're going to say no, but I'm going to ask anyways because you never know. Sometimes you might change your mind. Can I run towards Deathsinger and bring him with me off the edge when I run? I assume no, because technically I don't have an action, but I figured I'd ask anyways.
Yeah, I'd say no.
Okay. Can I jump off the edge?
Yes.
You can move 30 feet in any direction you want.
How far is it to the ground?
20 feet. Come on, baby.
Well, sometimes you got to hurt yourself. You see 19 just kind of look at Deathsinger again, and he kind of shakes and looks at the cultist, kind of looks back forward at the ledge, and you see him just doosh, 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 like you see like the lava probably spitting up. I would almost like to say for Cannon, if I can I see if I can splash some of this lava while I'm running at Deathsinger? And I want to see if it affects him. If it does, but it's okay if you can't. And then I want
yeah,
to,
you can.
I would like to splash some of this at him and see if anybody hits him and see if it affects him at all.
Oh, and don't forget, we get the +2 heal at the beginning of our turns being here.
Yep.
Okay. Also, when you did mantle,
Stefan.
do we get another 8 points,
I think they overwrite.
or they override each other?
I don't
Yeah,
think
you
they
don't get
stack.
into
Yeah.
bonus.
Okay.
Wait, you did it again, though, a
yeah,
second
you
time,
don't-
right?
Yeah,
but I don't think they
You
stack.
just replenish
Okay.
2 8.
I got hit.
Yeah.
So
I got hit,
casted it
too.
again, Plus,
Yeah.
we got to move.
So-
need it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I
19,
jumped
you
down.
splash
I
out of the
jumped
thing. You do
down.
see the flava hit Deathsinger. It does not affect him. He watches
Of
you
course it doesn't.
and growls and shakes his head as you jump off the edge here. You can give me an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Please.
I'm pretty tall, so like technically speaking, it would kind of make sense if I don't get that hurt. 11.
No, because you're also heavy.
That's the way that physics works.
Shut up, I'm tall. Okay.
2d8 or something.
You fall the 20 feet to the ground. Roll me 1d6.
2, 4.
You'll take 4 bludgeoning damage just from the impact of you hit the ground
My poor ankle.
real
my poor
hard,
anime
but you
ankle.
don't fall prone. You land dung, like superhero style, just boom, and just echoes outwards.
So this was 10 feet. I fell 20, so technically I'm there. That's it, right?
You can actually move another 20 if you want, because you
Okay,
just fell.
I'm gonna
you
move another
didn't
20, and as I'm moving, I scream to the others, "Don't get near me! If he takes control of me, he'll use me against you.
Takes control of you? What the hell?
Why are you running towards us?
I'm not running towards you, actually. I'm
Okay.
in a totally different direction. I'm going this way.
Why are you running towards us?
I totally thought he was gonna go get the sword. Sorry.
Don't get near me! But we have to take him out. He'll just keeping control.
Are you foreshadowing?
I am
And
foreshadowing.
maybe, yeah. All right. Nanny the fuck behind you, Drift. There's suddenly another tiefling. Athena, this old tiefling is just behind you, and she has a bunch of blades around her.
Love it.
Let's see here. She also has a cube under an arm. She's skilled enough, I think, that she can be doing all sorts of anime shit with that cube to avoid having to use hold it. And so 2 attacks and then a 1 attack. Oh damn! Oh damn! 1 crit, 1 natural 1, and a 19. Let me see what the natural 1 does for her. Roll me a d20.
Come on. You want me to roll it?
Yeah.
Fucking drop your cube, you bitch.
What is this number? I can't see it.
Please tell me it's good. 11.
11.
11 was the one where you drop all of your stuff, I think, isn't it? Oh no, it's not. But
Oh my God, Brad.
she just misses on the attack. She doesn't drop anything, but she exposes a weak spot, and you or whoever attacks her next will have advantage on the attack. She just comes in spinning blades. She looks like Katarina from League, where they just spin around.
Yeah.
And one of them hits you with the scimitar for a grand total of 13 slashing damage, because that was the crit, so it was pretty heavy. And then the next one hits you, one of the daggers. You kind of get sliced one way, and then you turn around, and there's also a knife in your side as you get just shanked.
So 18 total?
For a grand total of 18.
Dude, that hurts.
17. She's just there next to you, just like baring her teeth.
9 plus 4 plus 5, right?
9 plus 4 plus 5. Yeah.
8. Okay, cool.
Then, from above you,
Oh shit.
The bats.
I'm getting rocked right now.
there is a sudden as the bolt launcher goes off once again.
Back at me? Not 19?
No, you told everyone that Iro was the important one. Iro, a 13.
That is a miss.
Iro, there's
Iro!
this like a horrible whoosh as this fucking great bolt launches over your head and
In here.
boom, hits the ground and spins off and lands in that fire in front of you. As you maybe glance back up behind you, you see that masked cultist again, kind of.
I thought you killed him!
I thought so too! Apparently they can survive fire damage.
Oh, wonderful!
The
Purple fire damage. We don't know about regular fire damage, Doctor.
there's real fire in there as well. It's purple flava and normal flava.
Fuck.
I'll put it this way: you, without pretty much complete immunity to fire, you just die down here. It's so unbelievably hot. Like Stubby looks bad.
Oh, they're all wearing those rings.
And he's got a ring of resistance, or has he got a ring of resistance, or what is he?
I think it was for protection.
Yeah. It's pretty. Death Singer.
We're in so much trouble.
Yeah, we are.
This is so hard.
One actual turn in and we'll be all right. Just need one regular turn. That's all I need. Sincerely. Yuck.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Fuck.
No. Death Singer. I think is not going to command you. But I do need a save from you. 19.
What kind of save would you like, Bradley?
A strength check.
Strength check save coming up right now.
Does he get normal?
That would be a 7.
That is a fail.
Yes,
Singer kind of spins his arms around in a certain way. You see him speak quickly, and then he starts.
Telekinesis.
And then he starts lifting 19 off the ground. 19, you are moving along, like don't go near me, and then you're like treading air as he is like lifting you upwards off the ground. You are
That's why
currently.
everyone went, that was why.
You are currently 30 feet in the air. Okay? So remember that, because that's how high you are.
No, I'm higher than that right now, believe me.
I think Death Singer is also going to move. He'll go and jump up in this bowl thing, I think, with Stifle. And that's when a couple of arrows come. Oh no, they don't, because I'm sorry, he's getting attacked. I've also forgot about the invisible dude. Stubby needs to attack this dude behind him. I think he's going to make 2 short sword attacks against this Praetorian.
Don't let us down, Stubby.
Oh my god.
Get some, Stubby!
He's the best
20.
character
His
in
double
this
attack
entire campaign.
I love you, Stubby.
It's a 22 and then a natural 26 as he deals.
Oh my god, I'm dizzy. Holy shit.
He did more than the
deals
normal one.
17 damage, which is the same as one of you lot did to someone as well, I think.
Our monk.
Yeah, to this guy. He just he brings his bow round and smacks the dude with the bow at the same time. He's already brought a short sword out and he stabs this dude, this elf, in the stomach. The elf grips his own cube and moves around. He's not dead or anything, but he's hurt. And then that brings us to Zari, who is scared out of her mind after an intimidation check. Rin, what are you doing
Yes.
right now?
I'm protecting Eero.
In what way? What do you look like?
I'm probably in fighting stance, and I'm looking at the red and the blue cultists like I'm about to attack them.
Are you in praying mantis stance, tiger stance?
Don't even bring me in.
No.
She
I
is.
imagine, we all learned the same style of fighting, so it's very clear I'm about to attack one of these guys.
Fucking Krav Maga.
Yes.
She is intently watching you. And she shouts down at you and says, Darkheart!
I look up at her.
She moves to the edge. Give me an insight check.
What?
19.
She looks scared and unsure, but she looks petrified, not of you in this moment, as she says, what you said to me back in the city. And she holds the glass up above her and says, if I smash this, will you get me out of here?
Yes,
She says, you promise?
I promise.
You'll protect me like him?
Yes.
She throws the glass down. It falls. Death Singer is horrified. Even more disgusted is Athena. As the glass cube falls to the ground, you see it shatter and break. All of the others in the room break in the hands of all of the Praetorian members that are holding them. You see all 6 of them that are being held break. The one underneath Athena's arm smashes and she turns. She goes to grab at some daggers as if she's going to launch them up, kunai style, at the girl, and she just shouts, "Traitor! I knew I could not trust you, disgusting cannibal bitch!"
Cannibal?
Oh, didn't I mention she's a cannibal?
What?
Wild
I
cannibal.
don't know. Ask Jaguar. That
Did anything
brings-
happen? Did they change their?
Can I? Oh, sorry. You first.
Sorry, with like all the explosions of the glasses, did anything like a gaze go off their face or anything stop?
No. I
Okay.
don't think you know what happened.
Okay.
She casts Hold Person on Athena.
Oh my god!
Which means Athena needs to make me a whiz check. Oh god, she's got a +4.
I'm just whispering in Rin's ear.
Shit.
Who the hell is that?
Shakily casts this spell. And yeah, just it is. Athena shakes it off. No chance.
I know you whispered it in my ear, Eero, but I'm gonna just say it loud enough that she can hear it. She's with us now. And then I'd like to gesture for her to go help Stubby, actually. Go help him.
She like glances down towards where he is and kind of.
I'm also trying to just get her
nods.
away from Athena
Yeah,
and
she
Death
looks-
Singer.
She looks petrified. Drift.
Yeah.
Your turn.
All right. This motherfucker's on me. Not held. Okay, I'm going to I'm for the first time in a long time, you're gonna see me pull out my hand, and I'm gonna point to Athena, who's right in front of me, and just throw all these blades at me. And I'm just gonna like just say like you. And all I'm doing is that is who I am choosing for Hexblade's curse. And I'm gonna all of a sudden you're gonna see my shadow sword form, and I'm just gonna slice and dice into her.
Give me whatever attacks you're doing.
Yep. I only get one. So it better be good. Shadow sword. 21.
Oh, you should roll again. You should roll again.
Yep, because if I crit on it, that's huge.
Yeah. Please.
10. So 21.
21 is a hit.
Great.
Fuck her up, Drift.
10 damage.
Plus.
Plus your proficiency.
Yeah, +3. Isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
13 damage, baby.
So, yeah, she's like totally distracted by what's going on with Zara, and she turns around, and as she turns back, she goes to bring her scimitar in to parry your sword, but you easily cut under it, and you catch her. It punctures through the sort of nice looking, but still only really kind of leather armor that she seems to have on, and you see blood run out, and she snarls and looks up and says, "Yes, well, I would have expected about this from the one who killed Walter. Didn't believe it, but here we are, child."
And right when she says child, you're just gonna see me rear back my head for a bite. I can't do it yet, but I'm just like, you're just gonna see me just like go like, child, huh? And like just instant vampire. I'm gonna try and intimidate her with just vampire teeth.
Does he switch to the Buffy face?
Yeah, it does that weird
Literally
shift.
Exactly what I was thinking about.
Did he rub her makeup?
Give me an intimidation check.
Okay. $20.
It's just enough. I think she turns to you and like you shift and change. Your face is not what she's expecting anyway. You're grown and changed, and on top of that, you reveal these fangs and this terrifying look. And there's this energy that exudes from you. This dark, awful energy.
Don't forget your 2 HP. The start.
I don't get it.
He didn't get it.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah,
Which would be
don't forget we're healing up every time we're in here too, by the way, by 2 every turn. Remember?
yeah,
everyone-
on your turn.
Start
Yeah,
your turn.
I don't get it
plus
though.
2. The Praetorians all drop their things, but they still have stuff that they can do. Sorry, Eero.
Yeah, I know.
Rin, give me a whiz save. Hero, in comes 2 attacks. 2 inflict wounds once again. 1, 2.
7.
Wow, that's a fail.
Yeah.
A 6
and a
is a
hit.
miss, and then a hit as
Do we-
another inflict wounds comes in.
With your inspiration arrow, do we get advantage on saving throws as well? No, just attacks. Okay.
So, Rin.
No, you don't get anything for attacks. You get attacks because I've got fairy fire, but he just hit me, so I have to make.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, same thing happens. They like dart past you, like snatching your arrow. I think maybe you nudge one out of the way, Rin.
If they're
and-
trying to go past me, do I get attack of opportunity?
No, because they're still
They
within
didn't
your
leave your range.
thing.
All right.
But they came into my range, the one in the red.
Doesn't matter. They need to leave, not come in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The one of them is
yeah.
nudged out of the way by you, Rin. The one which is already kind of beaten up. And as you're about to very easily push the other one out of the way, you suddenly stop moving as you're hit by a whole person from the green one on the other side. And
Okay.
this one hits you for 25 necrotic damage, Hero.
Ow!
The hand comes round,
So
boom,
glad I've got the temp HP. Jesus
fire
Christ.
bursts out, and again, Hero, you're hit by that. Inflict wounds. Death Singer from the top just shouting down, "Kill them quickly!" At the top of the round here, I think we'll go to our break.
No.
19, you are being lifted into the air at the top of your turn. You floating upwards, and you float up past where Death Singer is as he begins to move you back over towards the fire, and that is where we're going to go to our break for the evening. Thanks very much for watching. Here,
We'll be
the
back. Don't go anywhere.
horrific combat of the finale
I'm
will
not
continue
moving.
after the break, and we'll see what 19 does with his
Oh, I already know what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be sick.
turn that he
I
can
actually-
do something
I
on.
had to Google to make sure that I was able to do what I'm going
Oh
to
yeah,
do.
you can. You just floating.
Oh yeah. Oh no. I mean, like I had to make sure that the spell I was going to use and what I was going to do was something that I was legally allowed in 5e to do, and it is.
Legally allowed. I'm
Well,
pumped.
you will be hearing from my
I feel
attorney
like
after the break.
I feel like I don't know
As
if
we
it's good or
find
bad
out.
yet, but it's gonna be sweet.
We'll find out whether you can legally make this move after the break. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We continue with the
Back.
auto combats with the gang here. It brings us to 19's turn as you're being floated upward. 19,
So,
you had a plan. That you
He's
wanted to-
got his shield in his hand, and you start seeing like kind of like a gold aura kind of come around him, and you start seeing him like he puts the shield to his chest and he starts pounding on it with his other hand, and he's kind of pounding on it to a beat, and you'd never really seen him do it before. And he looks at the rest of the group and he goes, and the first thing he does is you see him kind of open up his arms, and he casts mass healing word on. He's going to cast it at level 3, and I'm going to cast it on every ally besides the girl that Rin had help us, because I wouldn't have heard that probably because I'm focused on that situation. So I cast mass healing word on Rin.
Can I yell no as he's like looking, like pointing to me? Can I say no?
I already know.
No, I don't
I
think you know
cast it
what's
on Rin.
happening.
You already told him anyways. Rin, Eero, and
Oh, good.
how far is Stubby away from me? He's probably way too far, isn't he?
Pretty
What's your
darn
distance?
far.
How long? Okay, it's
110.
110. I think it's.
I think it's 120.
Let me look.
Oh
Actually,
my
I don't know
god.
that. That's just most of my
Court-
stuff.
Oh, I thought you actually knew that. I
No,
was
no, no.
excited
I
because
This is my
A
just as
knew
no.
it,
This
and
is my
then B
bonus
is
action.
within range.
Also, it is only 60 feet, so it's just on
Okay.
Eero and Rin. And I can't remember if I can just click. Yeah, I can't just click. this.
Oh, shoot.
There's the first one for Eero is 7, and then the second one for Rin is 6. And then it gets fucking wild. He starts pounding on the shield. He closes his arms, pounds on the shield again, and he brings the shield and he turns it sideways. And at the end of the shield, you kind of start seeing it get dark. And then all of a sudden, you see it get darker and darker and darker and darker around 19 as he goes, "You have 1 minute!" Cast Banish on himself. Banish on himself.
How does that work? Can you do that? Guess you can.
I read it. I read to make sure I could cast it on myself.
Yeah, well,
The only thing they said that would be a potential rule for you is that once I'm in the plane, I only am there for a minute.
Oh, this is fucking
And that's it.
perfect. All right. Okay.
But it does say I banish myself to a kind realm. I don't banish myself to a
Yeah.
Wait, what?
realm or anything like that.
Yeah,
There's
you
different
just
planes of existence.
for 1 minute. Yeah.
1 minute, so
That's
it's
the.
Okay. How does it look?
literally you kind of see it. You kind of see it almost like you'd see like in a movie. Like you see him like comes on his face. He goes, "You have 1 minute." He screams that at the rest of the group, and as he says that, you just literally see like a black orb go, and it just circles him and just, and he's gone.
10 rounds, by the way, Tiger.
10 rounds.
Okay.
I throw Brad off.
Brad, I love hate you. Stop making sounds like that.
I
I'm
was
gonna cry.
unexpected. I didn't know you could even.
I feel like Brad really likes what I did, but also really likes what I did for his own reasons. But also
my
really,
Yeah,
God.
look
Okay.
at his fucking face.
I'll
He's
put
like,
it this way.
shush!
Destinger's real fucking happy with what you did. I'm not. But you
Kill me.
disappear.
I want to die.
I think what happens is this. You find yourself surrounded by forestry all of a sudden. And you are in that grove. Do you remember the grove?
the place where I met
Almost went
a
to.
certain place where I met a certain woman.
Oh, yeah. This is where you are. You find yourself in a fucking beautiful looking forest. A particular grove with a nice sort of wellspring. There's all these lovely trees around. There are so many creatures. Like there's an abundance of animals that just seem to live in complete peace and complete harmony around where you are. And standing at the center of this spring, this lake, this small lake in front of you is this woman. Eero, you totally know this grove, this lake, by the way. It is a family spot. And you see this woman in front of you, and she turns to you suddenly and sort of does a double take. She's very elven looking, though she does look a little different from the elves that you might have met in the in Rosegard or around on your travels. Different from Rin. She has a golden, like white golden blonde hair. She has this interesting looking almost like a tiara that runs down the center of her forehead. It almost looks like it forms the shape of a skull. And then she has this kind of green, part natural leaf made dress and kind of part feather made, and it looks like a Gucci dress. It looks really regal and form-fitting as she turns around and she looks at you and turns her head and says, "You're actually here this time."
He opens his eyes. You again?
Yes. So, that
You can
means...
talk this time, it appears.
She kind of narrows her eyes at you and says, "That means you lost?"
Lost what?
The fight with that terrible man.
Absolutely not. I put myself here to get away.
Right. And what of... You're traveling with Iridia, are you not?
Who does it matter who I'm traveling with, and what do you need from me?
I need nothing from you, my son. It's just good to speak to you is all. I can't travel to your realm, and I've never really seen one of you in the flesh. Just your spirits and your souls. It's wonderful how he managed to actually do it.
Who are you? What is your name?
My apologies. I am the queen of this place, and a long time ago, I was the one that helped put the life in you that makes you you, and unfortunately, it seems that life is waning, isn't it?
My life is on the line. For the entire world rests in my hands, and my friends. Are you here to help or hurt?
You are here with me. I did not summon you.
You did not, but I've asked you a question. Who are you? What is your name?
Well,
And whose side are you on?
she turns around and looks about and says, "Welcome to my kingdom. This is the Feywilds, and this is the Summer Court. I am the Summer Queen, Aina. And you are sick. So very sick."
He
How do you
raises his
feel?
hand up and shows the ring.
She sees your hand, but I don't think she concentrates on the ring and says, Oh dear, oh dear. Would you like me to help you?"
How would you help me in the situation that is happening? You can't cross the plains, you just said.
She holds up a mask. It is the same mask that the Death Singer had on him that was broken. It has that rune on it, the one that you saw with on the mirror when you were there. And she kind of looks to you and she says, "The man, does he have this?"
Darkfire. Or me. Whose side are you on?
I take no sides. I needn't. I don't care for the mortal affairs of your kind, the kind that you dwell with.
Then what do you care about?
Care about
And why
my
is what me
kingdom.
being here talking to you important?
You came to me. You asked me for help, and what do I
I
get
did not
from it?
mean to come to you.
I am willing to help you as my child.
And how is it you would help me with that mask?
I will give you it, and it will extend your life a little longer.
How?
You are old. You are dying.
So be it. How will it help me?
It is made from the same magic that you are. She holds it out towards you.
He doesn't grab it right away.
How is it you think that you could help me? And speak quickly. You don't have much time.
Because I made you.
And because you made me, you think that it would help me. And if you made me and you were here and you care about me so much, then you would have been around a lot earlier. I assume the same for someone else that I know very well.
She looks a little confused and says, I see. The mask?
What will it do?
You have like 1 second to take the mask.
I would say that he looks at her for a second, looks at the mask. Can I do a real quick insight check on her and see how I feel about her telling me the truth or not?
Yeah.
That would be a 9.
I don't think you have any idea if she's telling the truth. This is insane. An insane
Can
situation.
I not do an investigation check from a distance on the mask?
Nope, because you're literally, the banishment is over.
I am going to reach out for the mask, and then I am going to... Can I ask you a quick question, Brad? Would you want me to roll something to see if I would remember if he had that mask with him?
I think you would have seen it. He definitely has that
He
mask.
saw it.
He definitely has it. So this would literally be a duplicate of that exact same mask that was broken.
Looks like the same thing, yeah, but they're not broken and patched together.
It's not broken and not patched together.
Brand new one.
Brad, why do you do this to me? This is like the third time in this campaign you've made me make a really tough decision.
If you don't take the mask in like 3 seconds, you're gonna launch back.
You said Death Singer was going to be happy I was here.
3,
Meta.
2.
The mask.
You take the mask. As your hands curl around it, you begin to launch away from this place. She has just enough time to say, "Oh, and send Iridir my regards." And you are taken from this place. You are taken from this place. Now, we go back in time 1 minute. As y'all are seeing this thing happen. This whole thing going on in front of you. This whole fight continues. And Death Singer is kind of like bringing 19 up. Dum, darum, 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 and then he heals you all, and then he is gone. He disappears.
19? No.
And Death Singer is going to roll 1 check.
Where did you send him?
Holy shit. I didn't send him anywhere, but this is perfect. I'm gonna roll 1 check for Stifle. Yep. 1 check for Athena. No. Stifle suddenly turns around, and for the first time he speaks, and he says, "No, no, 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 don't do it." Death Singer says, "I'm sorry, old friend." I think he probably pushes Stifle, the masked cultist, out of the thing. Stifle is not actually a fighter at all. He's a businessman, and he easily falls out of this thing. He falls down. Let's see. Let's have Tiger roll me a 2d6.
2d6 for Daddy.
Oh shit, we're all on the floor.
Oh, it's way worse.
It's a 6, baby.
A 6. He takes 6 damage. It doesn't matter too much, but just in case. Death Singer turns around. And for all intents and purposes, there is no.
Well, why does Death Singer get to go right now? Is this special bullshit?
This
it's
is
technically
special
Rin's turn.
bullshit. I think as a reaction to what's going on. He won't. He's not going to do anything else. But he does turn around, and he grabs at a mask, and looks across each of you and starts to bring a mask up towards his face. Rin.
I'm going to attack the red cultist right next to Eero.
Okay.
That's the one that's taking all the damage, right?
Yes,
he's
that's
real
right.
hurt.
Yeah. Okay, I did have a question for you. I looted this poison dagger off of this bitch that I killed last time. How does that work?
Oh, yeah, you have a poison dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Hold on.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Let me just see. Where are you? Who are you? What the hell is your bloody name in this game? You got 7 names.
Shh.
Let's see. Oh, it's not bloody doing nothing. Dagger of Venom. There you go. That's what it does.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to just look that up and then drag that in, or did you do it, or?
It should be in there, but I think Roll20's being funky and it's not
Okay.
doing it.
It's putting it into another character sheet that you've got open, Brad. That happens. You gotta close the other character sheets.
I hate closing all the 7 other character
I can
sheets.
I can also just add it.
It's
hold
too
on.
late.
Just let PB do it.
Oh, you did it?
It should be, but it's not. For some
Okay.
reason.
Well, just 1 sec, and I will drag it in. Or it's not gonna work
All right.
for me
Well,
either.
okay. It's a dagger.
because you
Make
got
me a
your
dagger
knocked out.
attack, and
Okay.
it
Yep.
it has +1.
Okay. One moment. We do have advantage as well, so I'm just gonna roll 4 times right now for this first attack, or I mean these first 2 attacks that I get.
All right.
20.
And they're all with the dagger, or you get 1 with the dagger and then the rest are
I'm
martial
sorry,
arts?
I hit martial arts by mistake, but I believe they're the same bonuses, so I don't know if you
Is
want
a
me to
dagger
do
a
that.
monk weapon or whatever? You can use it.
I can use it. It is not one of my Kensai weapons, but it is a simple weapon that I can use, yes.
Okay. So make me all the attack rolls you want to
Okay.
make.
So 13 and a 20.
13 and a 20, which will become a 14 and a 21, and you're hitting the monk. They both hit.
Okay. I will roll this one for damage.
And roll me 2d10 as well.
What?
9.
Oh,
How do you want to kill him?
Fuck.
That's the poison.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
was
thought
like,
they were
what is
gonna
going
blow
I
up.
thought it was gonna blow up.
Oh no. So I whip out this dagger that I took, and I probably actually just I probably do one of the standard ritual things that I learned from the cult, and I'm gonna just like cut the symbol open on him. Just gonna rip his fucking guts out.
Okay, yeah, you do that. And he dies. Anything else on your turn? It's pretty savage. Just gets
Yes.
torn up.
I will use a key point to make 2 regular attacks on the blue cultist. 18. Hold
18.
on. It still has advantage, I believe, so that's a 21. Oh god. 12 and a 21.
12 and a 21. The 21 and the 18 hit. Is that right? Yeah.
No, they were.
But no, it was.
Oh, that was advantage. So 12,
yeah, so it's
1 hit.
21.
1 hit.
Okay.
So you smack
So
him
7.
for 7 damage.
Okay.
And he's probably got hold of Eero doing all of his horrible fiery damage here as you smack him and break that that spell, I guess, flavor wise.
Okay.
And your turn?
Yes.
Eero?
Oh my god.
Okay. Do I see Death Singer doing something? I see him
for
raising.
sure, you see him just
We all
like
see
19 disappears. Deathsinger has this quick chat with one of his
Okay.
buddies and pushes him out of this bowl, and as he falls to the ground, he smacks on the ground, and the guy who's on the ground looks kind of KO. I rolled for him, he rolled a 1, and he's behind a mask, but he is not moving. He's either dead or KO'd.
Okay. Sparkles, come back. And they gently turn to fire as they fade away from me. Another mantle of inspiration, which gives everybody a reaction to move and 8 temporary hit points, including myself. And with my regular action, I doubt this is going to work, but we're going to try it. I would like to polymorph Deathsinger into a mouse.
Ooh.
Please. Oh my god.
Drops the fairy fire on the Praetorian in front of me, and I'm going to move like away a bit from the... Well, what's my range on that? Yeah, I'm still good, I think.
God, if you could do that.
There's no way this is gonna work, but I hope it does. I hope so.
All right.
Just
well,
say he's
What
distracted.
did you want to turn him into?
A mouse.
turn
Mouse.
him into a mouse. This might be the most important role of the entire campaign that I'm about
Oh
to
my
do.
god!
Buses then. Buses, can you do it on the...
Yeah.
What do you think? Can we get some buses in the chat, guys?
Yes.
No, you
Oh.
can roll it. You can roll it
Hold
however you
on.
want.
Hold on. Silly me.
Got counterspell.
Of course he has. I was like, fuck, dude. This is bullshit. Fuck you, Ero dear.
It is a level 4 spell.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
I think as soon as you start incanting, he is looking at you and he just does his own counter spell here. So I think that's a contested check.
Check.
Oh god.
I always forget this one.
So what? Eero needs to roll something and beat you, and then you need to roll something
he
and
needs
lose
to
it.
roll.
I think he just has to beat me.
Keep the buses going!
I think.
Yes.
If
Counterspell.
the casting is a spell of 4th or higher, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. So I guess he has to do this.
So he has to roll 12, please.
He has
No,
to roll.
No, he's got to do a 14 or
Well,
higher.
that's what I'm saying. If he rolls a
gotta
12,
be-
then we win.
And he uses his spellcasting ability. And it's just a straight up. So that's just an int check. Coming in.
12. It's gonna be a 12.
2,
Mother.
1.
Oh, that's good! That's good! 14! That's good! Holy shit!
13 means that he doesn't counterspell it, but
Doesn't counterspell,
he
but now...
still gets his save, right?
His save.
So he rolled a 13, which is insane.
He's got to beat a 16.
That's
He's
so
gotta beat a
low for
16.
him, right, Brad? That's so low.
Now,
Please.
he,
Plus 5, mother. Wow.
so,
This would be the craziest thing you've ever done.
yeah, so
Turn the
he,
fucking main boss into a mouse.
Oh my
Uh,
god, Hero.
he has to beat
Oh,
what?
Sierra that used that.
Him.
On a whiz
16.
save? What type of spell is this? He's got some bullshit that I don't think will count against the polymorph.
It's a transmutation spell.
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck he would have any bullshit. Okay. So he has to beat... Sorry?
16 is the goal.
Okay.
Here we
12.
go.
So
12.
anything under a 16.
12. 12. 12.
Coming in.
Come on.
Natural 1. Come on.
I'll freak out.
Natural 1.
Holy shit! He's the mouse! Motherfucker's the mouse!
He brings
Oh my god!
he brings the mask up to his face, and then suddenly he turns into a mouse, and
He can't get out of that bowl, dude. He can't get out of that bowl.
but from your perspective, he just disappears. What else do you want to do on your turn here?
Anything else? You
5
fucking
minutes
pimp?
before we continue.
I say, my name is Irodiacalius. I am a coward. I am incredibly handsome. And I am the lover to the summer lady. And I am a storyteller extraordinaire. You can be damned sure I'll tell this story.
And is that the end of your turn?
Summer lady? Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
End of your turn?
That's it for my turn, yeah.
Athena says, "Dead men tell no tales," and she runs at you.
Oh,
Drift, you
do I
get
get
a-
opportunity of attack?
You get one
Yes,
attack
you
if you
do.
want it.
Absolutely want it.
Fuck her up, Drift.
19.
Yes. Sorry.
It's a hit.
Sorry. I'm calming down.
12 plus 3, 15.
15. It's a nice
She's cursed, right?
hit.
Yeah.
Yep, she's got the hex on
Yes.
it. So, okay, yeah, I think you cut her as she runs past, but she doesn't care. She pretty much knows exactly what's going on here. I don't think she knows exactly what you've done, but she's fucking coming for you because she just runs at you. I rolled pretty high on her.
Wait, does polymorph go away if he dies or if he goes down? Concentration.
Athena is very old, very clever. She just runs at you, Iro, and she is going to attack you several times. 2 scimitar
Shit.
attacks, 1 dagger.
Oh no.
A 17, a 23, and an 8.
2 hits.
2
Oh, fuck.
hits. 1, 2. She hits you for 8 slashing damage.
9
I'm gonna
slash.
999.
As she comes in, she points around the room. As she looks over and up, she looks back down and sees the form of Stifle on the ground. A little confused. She shouts,
You passed them both?
Yes, I did, motherfucker!
Watch that, dude. I'm not even there.
why are you rolling con saves?
To make
say
sure
it's
that I
gonna
keep
polymorph.
polymorph up.
Oh, you have to, of course, yeah. Nice. So, yeah. You, I didn't even think about it. I just thought you needed to die.
Shouldn't have said anything.
She points at Iro and says, "Kill him!" And
Like ducking behind Rin.
she turns back to the Stifle. I'll roll for Stifle again. On a 9 plus his con, which is nothing. So, yep, he is out of it still. And brings us to Death Singer. I assume he can't do anything. He's just a mouse.
Yeah.
He's a mouse. He gets
It-
mouse actions.
He can't do
I'm sorry.
anything to
Wait, my
snap
hype
out of it
level
at
is
all.
over 9,000 right now. This is epic. You said it would be epic whack, and it's epic.
I don't know how you got that. I'm still in shock.
Every Spider-Man flies in right now and goes, everybody gets one.
Oh wait, is it rat you turned him into?
I turned him into a mouse.
I'm gonna have to give him rat stats to look at. Oh, cool. Let's see here. So,
He's gonna try and get out of his bowl. What's his HP?
I just picture him like scrambling up the fucking
He's
bowl.
just gonna jump off and try and take off bullying. But
he
I don't know
bites
if he's
himself. The rat
What?
bites itself. The rat bites itself and deals 1 HP of damage to itself.
how much
which is
HP
how
does
much
he have?
Oh, I
HP it
can't better
has.
that. Oh my god, no.
And reverts back to its original form. No? Isn't that exactly what happened?
Yeah, that's what happened with me.
Yeah, it
All my
it
thoughts.
does. It's up to you, Brad.
Does he? Wait, what is it? What does polymorph say?
Oh god.
I mean, technically, it's as long as the excess damage doesn't reduce the creature's normal form to 0 HP, it isn't knocked unconscious. So,
All right. Your boy appears again. And
but it did stop him for eternity.
it did stop him for
Yes,
like
well done. Well
one
done.
turn as he
And where did the mask go? Where did the mask go, Brad?
Still
everything
epic.
goes like he takes everything with him, and then he comes back
cool.
as he was before, and he kind of does this, and then grabs at the mask again and shouts down.
Oh, he's got mouse intelligence,
No,
Brad.
because I think we kept it Drift's intelligence, didn't we?
No.
No, I was just biting.
Yeah, you were stupid. Weren't you an idiot when you were the alligator though? I'm pretty sure.
Does it say that in the polymorph spell? I was whatever. I just went and bit whatever. Well,
you went and
actually,
bit the
no.
first.
I kept going towards the target
Yeah,
that I was told to go to.
Target's game statistics, including mental ability scores, are replaced by the statistics of the chosen beast.
Yeah, well, I have rats. They're really fucking intelligent. So I'm going to say that he knew exactly
How
what was
about
going on.
mouse?
Yeah, I had to use the stats of a rat. So unfortunately, rats have like a 20 in. He bites himself and breaks out of it. And when it's done, it's done. That's the other rule that we used, and he already did it. But it does end his turn there, as Stubby attacks the other fucking dude behind him once again. Stubby, I had to close all my shit. Gets 2 short sword attacks, a 16 and a 12, 1 hit. You see Stubby just kind of having this weird fight with the Praetorian down at the other end of the hall as he's confused, just doesn't know what the fuck is going on. He deals 5 piercing damage to this one, and brings us to Zari, who I guess runs, because you said help him. She runs down here. Is that far enough? Yes. She's going to cast Hold Person on that cultist. And that cultist needs to make a save for the Hold Person.
Come on, big girl, come on. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it.
16, he makes it. She sucks at spellcasting, just and the cultist just continues to fight. He shakes off the spell quickly and continues to fight with Stubby, and she looks like she's gonna keep running down there. But that brings us round to Drift.
Instantly, do I see Death Singer form again?
Yeah.
I, without a doubt in my mind, because I knew he was doing something, I'm going to fire an Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay.
22.
That's a hit.
And I'd like to pull him down.
Okay.
1 damage.
1 damage.
It's a
will be.
20-foot fall, too.
It's a 20-foot fall, and I want to just see if I can knock him, or not knock him out, but just, yeah, I know he's trying to reach for something, so I'm going after him.
All right, roll me a d6.
Come on, 6.
6.
Yes! Holy crap!
6 is the amount of damage he takes. I'll roll.
Just want to see if he'll...
Save for him, or dex, just a dex check, I guess. 14. So you pull him off the thing, and he just he falls downwards, but he kind of like he knows he's falling, and he lands fine. Like he kind of stumbles forward. It looks like it hurts him a little bit, but he's pretty okay at the end of that, as he kind of stumbles forward a little bit and looks up to you all. His face is just anger, just pure.
Did he drop the mask, Brad?
Hatred. No.
Wow.
Why would he drop the mask?
I don't know.
Second Eldritch Blast.
Well, you dragged him off
absolutely.
the thing. You only hit him for 1 force damage, so it was like not.
It was more the fall I thought would maybe make him lose it, but that's okay.
Well, his superhero landed just then onto the ground. This guy's a fucking elite warrior. He's
No,
like a fucking-
totally.
He's
Through the Ultimate Warrior challenges, did he go across them? Did he beat it in 5 minutes?
easy.
With my right hand,
Too smart.
can I try and shoot the mask?
Yeah.
Great. With my right hand, I will be firing at the mask.
Okay.
Come on, baby. Go! Damn it, 10.
10. Hold on 1 second.
I mean, the match only has like an AC of 2,
All right,
right?
another acrobatics check from him. 'Cause this is a disarm.
Great. Low.
Crit 1.
Critical.
It's got to be a 10.
Critical failure.
10, he makes it.
Oh,
you hit it.
no!
It flies out of his hand and he grabs it out of the air. As it like that natural kind. You know when you do like an amazing catch when you drop something and you also catch it and you're like, oh, no one saw that. He does that, but everyone sees it, and he kind of turns back to you with this mask in his hand. But he smiles. He smiles. He's angry, but that makes him smirk for a moment. Anything else in your turn?
Possibly. Hold on. Damn it, it's an action. Oh, buddy. I need to stop this. With the rest of my turn,
Oh God, I'm gonna be sick.
I know. Give me 1 sec. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Well, come back next week on the finale of.
With the rest of my turn, I'm gonna charge at him.
Okay.
Teeth out.
You're gonna try and drink him? Okay.
No. Not in range, but just like you just see me start just like and just running at him.
Yeah. The Praetorian in front of you, Iro, is gonna grab you.
How is that fucker still alive?
He doesn't have any.
Because we didn't kill him, John. It's very simple.
Oh no, he does still have one left.
Simple arithmetic, you boy.
On a 17.
Shocker, that's a hit.
Yeah. He like a desperate attempt to grab at you when Athena kind of shouts that you need to die, and he casts this inflict wounds at 11 necrotic damage.
I'm down.
The other one is like incanting as he sees you go down. I think he'll probably see you running towards Deathsinger. He launches his whole person at you. Give me a wisdom saving throw drift. Natural one. You running forward and then doom, you're stuck in place. You stop moving completely, and you are stunned. This wisdom saving throw holds you in place. Holds you in place from the whole person, and the other Praetorian will attempt to kill Stubby once again.
Who casted that on me?
5 is a miss. The green guy on the right.
Okay. Oh, I forgot about him.
19 is not here for another 9 rounds.
God!
I think.
God!
Rin. It is your turn.
I am going to attack the blue cultist.
Okay. This plume of flame has exploded from
That is a
from
19.
him, and Hero falls down to one side. 19 is a hit.
That's 5.
Give me 2d10 as well.
Okay, and the second one is a 21.
It's another hit.
So
And
you
4d10.
roll 2d10.
4.
$14.
So close.
And then 5 was the actual damage for the
Oh,
second
just
dagger.
enough. How do you want to kill him?
Yes!
God.
Okay.
Yeah,
What to do?
I think I'm just moving quickly. I don't really care too much about anything else. So I stab him multiple times in the chest until he goes down. And then I turn around to look at Hero on the ground and I face Athena.
Hero, give me a death saving throw, please. 17 is a make.
Oh my God. Am I able to stabilize him? I think that's an action, correct?
Yeah, it would be on your turn.
Okay.
Make a medicine check.
Okay. Then I won't do that, but I will use a key point to attack Athena twice.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know we were still on your turn.
Oh, yeah.
Monk's never done.
Yeah, 23.
23 is a hit.
Oh my God, 4
Okay.
and 21.
21's a hit.
Come on, girl!
5. Okay, yeah, I think you hit her a couple times. I think she's going to try and cut you up back.
Yep.
With a natural 1, an 11, and a 20. Roll me a d20 for that natural 1.
I have an important question after this.
7.
A 7 is that your opponent gets a free grapple check on you if you want to take it.
Yeah.
All
Does
right.
that mean that does that mean she wouldn't be able to get those last 2 attacks in?
Yep.
Yes. I will
You
take
just have to beat 19.
Oh my god.
on an
Oh my
athletics
God.
check.
Okay.
Beat it.
21. Yes! Oh my God!
A 20 does beat it.
That's it.
You
That's
you
it.
like hit her twice, and then she comes in to stab at you, and you just do this like crazy grab of the arm twist maneuver. You bring the sword back up towards her throat, spin her around, and then grab her in kind of like a under the throat. You get her in like a chokehold, and she's suddenly like caught underneath your arm. She speaks to you though very close, and she says, "Indeed, you are the daughter of the butcher and the bone keeper."
I spit on her.
Yeah, nice. Mr. Masked cultist stifle on the ground. Yeah, well.
It's your game, so it's whatever you rule, but I think Ira would technically be up. And the same thing would happen to me or Rin if we went down while we're down here, because technically speaking, every turn we're supposed to be gaining 2 health.
Not unless you're at 0. It says that.
Oh, does it say it in there?
Yeah,
Okay.
it says it's
Okay, well, it came to my mind and I was curious.
Yeah. The masked cultist on the ground kind of like starts to move. And he looks up at Death Singer and looks back to the rest of you, and he says, "Don't do it." He grabs out his hand to Death Singer's leg. Death Singer kicks him away. Death Singer
Shit.
pulls the mask to his face. This mask is just like all the other masks, just like the ones that you had before. It is the mask of Death Song. It looks a little something like this. It's got another one of those runic symbols on it. It is it's got all these strange symbols. There's a sun, there's a moon, and then there are all these like ancient runic symbols as well as the archaic writing on there. And as he brings it up to his face, he starts walking forward and begins to speak towards you. And as he does so, these waves of energy start to push out from him and just sort of affect the area around him. As soon as you hear these words, this strange lilt to them, he almost sings these words towards you as he starts walking forward, and it fucks you up. Some of you have experienced this a little bit before. He's walking towards you, and he says, "Many years of research into the Magi sent me to all the corners of Thelmecia. This place was their home once, and now it is ours. But their homes within this home were the places of power. And one of those places of power, I stayed for a long time. And I found a rune much like that of Nightstorm, but far more powerful. The rune of Death Song." And he begins to sing. This song fucks you up. On your turn, at the beginning of your turn, you must make a death saving throw before you do anything else on your turn.
We can't deny it at all.
Nope. While you hear this song, the first thing you do is make a death saving throw. Other than that, you still do the things that you do on your turn. Stubby, with his first death saving throw. I guess I just need to roll.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, you weren't here for the Christmas episode. That's right.
No, I've never heard of anything like this.
A 12. Stubby has one make. Makes are kind of irrelevant. They just buy you more time. The song hits all of you and it's debilitating immediately. It's like it saps all the energy out of you. It's like being sucker punched. You're suddenly winded. Your body
Is this
feels
everybody in the room? Everyone.
Everyone is dying right now. Stubby makes his death save. And continues to fight with the cultist as he brings his sword up. He's going to attack twice. One hit as he kind of weakly brings his sword up, but you see that the cultist is kind of stumbling backwards as well. He stabs the cultist and "What the hell's that noise?" shouts back, echoing off the halls. Zare makes her death saving throw.
Shouldn't Stubby be smart enough to hear that and maybe think about putting his earplugs back in?
He's thrown them on the ground and one of them went in the flower.
Okay.
A 19 from Zare. She runs forward again as well. But does she even know about this? I don't know if she does. She's pretty low level. No, she just kind of looks around and launches a spell over towards the cultist that you directed her towards. He makes a whiz save, makes it. Drift, it's your turn. Give me a death save.
Okay. 7.
One fail. Mark down one fail. You get 3. 3 fails, and you are dead.
Have I ever seen anything like this? Can I roll to understand what this is? Have I seen this in my lifetime? Can I figure out how to stop that? Do I know what's happening? Do I know it's death? Or do I just know I'm failing? Or do I even know that I'm doing some sort of, do I feel anything? Or
you can give me an Arcana check.
it's so frustrating. Good old 21.
Nice.
I think the reason you know that this is death is because part of you is death. Part of you is just dark, awful, evil, necrotic power anyway. The side of you that isn't, the side of you that's still Drift, the tiefling boy that exists, is dying. And this energy, whatever it is, it's such a horrible, powerful spell, and it's just these waves of energy that are coming from this song are debilitating, and they are messing with you, and they are killing you. I think you are aware of it, but you're also not. It's not really a spell. It's an effect of the death song. That is the spell. It's the ability.
And is he walking towards me?
Yeah, slowly. You're stunned as well. Actually.
Well, I got help person.
I'm gonna say you are. Yeah. You can make a whiz save to try and break out of it.
Oh my god, gladly. 13.
Makes it. You actually snap out of it, but it's the end of your turn. Is at this point.
Can I not do anything?
No, because that's the end of your turn. 1 fail. 2 fail. The Praetorian on your right, up on the stairs, suddenly drops dead. Does that kind of Matrix unplugged fall. Falls down a few of the steps. Splays out at the bottom. The one which is fighting Stubby does the same thing. He kind of just falls to one side. Falls into like a sack of shit to one side, and Stubby kind of looks down and looks at his own sword and then turns around and starts to move towards where you guys are. The Praetorians, I think, are all gone now. Yeah.
Oh my god.
19 is having a nice chinwag in the Feywilds. Rin, give me a death saving throw.
Come on.
3.
One fail, but you still have your turn.
This is my worst nightmare. I've heard stories about his ability to do this.
You've been living on top of the Death Song rune for
I know.
ever.
I hear this. I see Eero on the floor. I probably know I'm about to die. I'm going to attack Athena.
Okay.
18.
18 to hit.
5.
Plus 2d10.
Okay, one sec. I get 2 attacks.
All right.
14.
14 is a miss.
Okay.
Yep.
16.
16 is a lot of damage, but she is still up. I think it's a nasty hit, though. I think, like, you've got her in this grip, and you just bring it around the front and just stab her in the stomach.
Okay. I will use a key point to attack her twice more with my
Start
fists.
punching her in the
21,
head.
24.
Yeah, just, 2 hits.
Kill her.
9 and 9.
How would you like to kill her?
Oh my god, you're so badass!
What is she doing? What does she look like?
She's struggling against you, but she wide-eyed, like for the rest of us, probably wide-eyed realizes instantly what's going on as soon as he starts singing. But you've got her in the
Okay.
chokehold.
Yeah, okay. I mean, this isn't how this works, but narratively, I would love to actually just grab her throat and kind of hold her and then watch as the death song kills her. Like the blood comes out of her ears and she can't stop fighting.
Holy shit.
His song.
I think, you're able to see as you're this close to her head, you see the effects of this song as she struggles against him, fails. You hold her, kind of choking her somewhat as as her eyes suddenly turn bloodshot instantly. They burst all the vessels. Blood runs from her ears, her nose, the corners of her mouth, and she falls slack as one of her eyes rolls up one way, and she jerks a couple times and falls dead in your arms as you let her go. She falls to the ground, dead.
And I gain hit points back just for her dying.
Okay. Do you not have to kill her?
Nope. And once she dies,
Cool.
if the cursed target dies,
Yeah.
that's why.
And I look at Eero lying on the ground, and there's blood trickling out of my ear. And that's all I can do.
Yeah. Eero. Make me a death save. Thirteen's a make. As you're laying upon the ground here. Athena is dead. Cultist makes a death save here. Wow.
That's 2 successes, right, Eero?
He's on 2, yeah. The cultist that's gripping Death Singer's leg, his arm falls slack and falls to the ground as he dies. Death Singer says in his sort of song that I'm not gonna try and sing, he says, he takes the mask off as he continues to sing. And he says, when we conquer these places, we get these. An arcane focus of sorts. But we are frail and weak. It would be like containing 1,000 gallons of water in a single glass, and they could do it. He throws it behind him, hits the wall, falls down. He continues to sing. The effects continue to still happen. He says, they could do it. The Magi. The rules were different, and I want to see it. I want to experience it. And you will not stop me. He takes another step forward towards you, Drift. And just stands in front of you. The hubris of it. And stares you down as he continues to speak. He's pretty tall, but you're kind of tall now. How tall are you now?
I'm like full grown, like good sized man.
Because you
like
were short
5'10",
before, I didn't know
6
if you
foot.
were.
Yeah,
So
no,
you're-
I've gone.
You're probably the
shut
same
up.
height then as he kind of looks at you with his eyes. He's got this nasty scar on his face, and you're looking at him, and he just sings at you at your face as he chants this horrible spell, this ability, and it just the waves of it hit you directly and echo off the walls to everyone. He says, "The death song. You cannot stop it." And he smiles at you directly into your face. Stubby stumbles forward and he's shouting over this song, and it's probably getting hard to hear anything as this spell is affecting you. It's messing with everything. It's hurting you. It's rupturing your eardrums. It's bending your mind. It's blistering your skin. And Stubby is shouting, "What the hell going on? Is that the bastard? Is that the one?" As he moves forward, struggling against it. I'm going to roll for his death saving throw. Wow, he makes it. And he brings up his bow and kind of shakily looks towards Death Singer and says, "You bastard! You's the one that killed my wee brother and you..." Fires off a shot towards your boy. 2 shots, because he's double. I think 1 hit there. Can't remember. Yeah, 1 arrow hits Death Singer for 6 piercing damage. He's just staring you down, and then this thing hits him, and he continues to sing, continues to smile at you.
Concentration.
It is not, because it's an ability and not a spell. This is essentially the same thing as what you guys had when you had the Masks of Nightstorm. He's just got this thing now. Zare is going to make a death saving throw. She makes it too. And she says, she's shouting now towards you, Rin. "What do I do?"
Cover your ears, plug your ears, don't listen.
She attempts to cover her ears, plug her ears. It's futile. It doesn't work. But she, I think she probably just she hits this pillar here, and she's quite young again. She just hits it and she falls down behind it and just holds her head and kind of curls up, bringing us to Drift. Your turn. You stood right in front of him.
That piece.
So I already have a fail, so 3 fails is death, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
4.
1 more fail. 2 in total, but you still have your action.
Kill that piece of shit.
How loud's the song?
Super loud for you. It's amplified. It's like when you do a thaumaturgy spell.
Right.
It's horrible, and it's fucking you up as well. Like it's killing you magically. On top of the fact that it's awful to listen to.
Give me 1 sec. All right, 2 things. And he's singing it, correct? I'm gonna want to do 1 of 2 things. I either want to bite him in the neck and try and stop him from singing. Am I taking damage from these death saves? Is that any damage being done to me?
No.
Fuck.
I mean, in a way, yeah, but no actual HP. You're either just
Right.
gonna suddenly die or not.
Well, I was thinking of using Tomb of Levistus, which would wrap me in the ice, but I gotta take damage.
You probably look fucked up. You've probably got blood running from your nose and your ears. Like,
What's
it's
a
one of those
reaction from
scenes.
damage, so I don't think I could do it. I think I should bite him
Okay.
where he's singing from, right?
Alright.
in his larynx. The strongest bite I've ever taken in my life.
All right.
I reach back my head, and I've accepted my death because I'm already on 2 fails, and this is my last plead, my last hope, is that my vampire bite. Brad, is there anything as a vampire, just like looking him and knowing, realizing like my human side of me, everything is gone? Is there anything?
Dying.
Yeah, is there anything I can do with my mouth as far as my teeth and elongate my teeth or anything to make this the most prominent bite I've ever had?
I don't think so. Not unless you want to ask the first for more power. Not saying it'll work.
That would be my action. Right?
Yeah.
Bring my head back, and I'm gonna bite him in the neck.
I love you, John.
And give me that bite attack.
10.
Nowhere near. You, how do you do it? What are you doing physically to attempt this?
I'm jumping on him. So
Yeah.
just every ounce of my body, just pulling back and just going for his neck, trying to throw him off.
Yeah, I think like he sees you do it with that smile on his face and he just kind of sidesteps, and as you go to jump on him, he kind of just moves. He brings his elbow up and you kind of hit it awkwardly and he pushes you away and you just fall to kind of one side. This song is killing you and weakening you. He just sidesteps you.
And then, if I can, I'm gonna do a spell I've never done before as a bonus action.
Okay.
I'm gonna Misty Step into the fire underneath it.
Into the fire above you?
Nope, the one straight ahead of us.
Yeah, that's above. Remember, that's 20 feet up above you.
Wait, the one on below
one?
us? The one? No, below.
Oh, this one?
The one I can see so I can be under it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Maybe if it's pool water or something, it's my last hope to try and get away from the sound. So
I see.
will
Yeah, you want to jump into there. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you dive into this thing and you just fall under this water and there's just nothing
What does
but...
that look like? Do you just disappear, Drift? Because
Yeah, you're just gonna see me like disappearing. You'll just see like blood, like.
And you've never done this before.
Never done it before.
For you, you're just suddenly under this flava. You're still being affected by the spell.
Okay. That's what I thought.
19's having a good old cup of tea by a nice
That's 4th round, right?
4th round.
Fuck.
Rin, give me a death save.
13.
13's a make. What do you want to do on your turn?
I look at Iridir laying on the floor. And Drift is gone. 19 is gone. I'm gonna attack Death Singer. Like an idiot.
Okay.
26! Oh my god, I'm so stressed.
Big hit. Natural 20.
Is that a +1 dagger as well?
It is.
9 damage?
So it's 9 damage.
Okay.
You just do the kind of anime run forward thing where they do that and then they just...
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
just... I think
And
you...
I am actually probably like screaming at him. We have a prayer and I'm bastardizing it and I'm saying that he is nothing. You are nothing, you are nay one. And I'm gonna just repeat it over and over again when I try to attack him.
Would he for sure be poisoned on a crit?
22.
It's not poison, it does poison damage. The 22 is a hit as well. 7.
And now you get 4d10, right?
And you get 4d10 poison damage.
Go.
Oh, come on. 12.
12. So in total...
I will use a key point to attack him 2 more times as well.
Alright, do everything and give me the total.
22.
22 is another hit.
9.
Another 9.
23.
23 is a hit.
And
5.
it's 60-10.
You also get
That's
2
right,
more
'cause it crit.
d10 because of the crit.
Go, Red!
Sorry, what?
2 more d10 because it was a crit.
12.
12. Alright. I can't count
Wow.
that high.
I'll do
How
it.
much damage have you dealt him?
45.
I think it's more.
Not enough.
54, I thought. It's 9. 5 plus 8.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get the 5 and the 4. 'Cause that was a 9 on the first one. So.
54.
54?
Yeah, 5 plus 9 plus 12 plus 7 plus 9.
I think you like run forward and you like drive this thing into him so hard that it pushes him back and he's completely taken aback by it as you kind of run forward, stab it into his stomach. This poison kind of pushes outwards and it drives him back and he slams against the wall. He looks down at you and says, "You know you were nothing. You were a coin bartered away for this very purpose."
Tech vanish me. And I just stab him again. I just continue my attack. And I continue saying, "You are nothing and you are nay one."
Roll me 10d100.
What?
522.
522.
Is,
Is that what you just rolled?
yes.
Okay.
Is it this? Are you words of powering me right in this moment?
No.
Okay.
As you stab him in the stomach and the song continues, you push him back into the wall and your arm ignites into fire. There are wings that burst out from behind you, these sort of flame wings, and they're not small wings, they fill this entire giant chamber. Stubby is moving forward and he stops and covers his eyes suddenly as you burst into flame. But this is flame, not your flame on. This is just an insane amount of fire. It pushes outwards from your arm and burns Deathsinger. His resistance to fire is nothing. As you deal 522 fire damage. And by you, I mean Hasmol. The energy pushes out from you. It pushes out from Iro. It coalesces in the area where 19 was. In your head, you hear,
"Thank you for buying me the time."
and he pushes himself out and reforms. I think this pushes you away from Deathsinger as this fire burns him. Deathsinger kind of, for the last moments of his life, looks left and right and is burned by all of this flame. It scorches him to nothing. His masks, his clothing, his skin, his bones are turned to nothing as this giant, massive phoenix appears in the area where Deathsinger was and rises upwards. He says,
Me, a fire elemental. I Phoenix.
He looks down at where you all are. Iro on the ground, the Praetorians drift. You probably bob up from the fire, and he says,
The other, where is he?
I don't know.
The gate. Is it open?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
19. You appear back in this room, and I think
you literally blinded by the light.
you fall like 30 feet. There's like a ga-dung, glang, ga-ga-ga-gang as you roll over, and above you is this figure, this bird-like flaming creature that is kind of flapping its fiery wings, and it looks around. It spins 3 times and then explodes into light. Iro, you are fully healed.
What?
Hasmol shrinks to a smaller form in front of you. He shifts from bird to bear, from bear to fire and flame, from flame to a dog, from a dog to a humanoid shape, and he stays in this humanoid shape. And he says,
Your pursuits. You failed them. And then you passed them. Congratulations.
Hero?
What's happening?
Hero, are you all right?
I don't know.
Wait, so I'm not dying?
Drift?
I'm over here.
I just fall on my knees and start crying.
Hasmol looks to each of you, and suddenly the room gets fucking hot for the 3 of you that had the Hasmol power in you. And you start to feel this heat push in and stifle you as the oxygen starts to pull from the air. Stubby is moving forward, and the 3 of you look kind of pretty messed up very quickly. Stubby moves forward and says, "What's going on?"
I don't know. What's happening?
I can't breathe.
Guys? Hero? Rin? Stubby, are you okay? Is Stubby okay?
Stubby looks okay.
What's... What? Hasmo, what's going on?
He says,
Your kind cannot survive this far down inside the gate.
So get them out. Let's get them out. Can we go?
the form shrinks again.
My power has waned.
He says,
I can bestow upon you another pursuit.
Oh, you.
Another pursuit?
You will be bound to me once again.
What does that mean?
Stubby, why are you okay? Like, why?
I don't know what the hell's going on.
I'm...
It's okay, Drift.
No! I run over to Eero and then I run over to Rin. No, not like this.
I'm tired.
You see 19, having not said anything, come up to one knee after falling down. The first thing he's going to do is cast Beacon of Hope. That's the first thing he's going to do. Mm-hmm. We're not in combat, so I can do whatever I want right now for spells, right, Brad?
Yep.
He casts Beacon of Hope. And then he speaks to Hasmal.
If we can leave, will you let us?
He swells again a little more with fire and says,
You will promise not to tell your kind of the gate.
No!
You will promise to leave this place and never return.
Yes!
The fire in him swells a little greater again. The purple fire of the room begins to dissipate. He says,
The corruption, it will fade. And you, with it. I will open one gate for you to leave.
How long will we have before we're gone?
he says,
The ones that created the gates. They could not have predicted what they would be used for. What horrors your kind would bring upon this land. You will leave, and you will never think of this place again.
Fine. Yes, fine. Just open something for them to get out of here.
he says,
For all of us!
Before you go, a small wish was promised. Tell me, what do you desire? If it is within my power, I will grant it.
A home for our family!
Then a home it shall be.
there is another one of those kind of portals that opens up, the one that you stepped through at the beginning, Rin, with their bodies. It opens in front of the fire behind you, and he says,
Go then.
Where will this take us?
To your home.
And where is our home?
Through the gate.
Will we remember each other?
As long as you do not remember me.
Free drift.
Free drift! Please!
This power that corrupts you is ancient, but not as ancient as I.
the form transforms again into kind of like a phoenix. It covers you, burns you, and purges you of the powers that make you part drift, part the first. All of your powers are gone. And you feel that heat immediately again as well. And there's a certain kind of shock to this, I think, as you probably feel very weak.
Can I fumble to the body next to me and take the ring off?
Yeah.
This dead dude, and I want to put it on drift.
It
I'm
works.
assuming the singer didn't need one, right? So
Wait, the
there's
ring works?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That helped. Whoa. Whoa. Am I back to little kid, little tiefling boy?
No.
Get another one for him. There's another cultist. Each of you put one on.
Try and fumble around and get one for myself.
Hang on.
I run over to the green and I'll climb that wall and try and bring it down for one of them. For Rin.
I don't think you have to go that far. There are dead bodies near Arrow.
Oh, perfect.
It works.
I put it on.
Yeah.
So all of us are okay. All of us can breathe normal.
You all feel fine.
We can just leave this place without going through that.
Make your way. I'll be right behind you.
I want to grab a ring for my girl that I said I would protect.
Yeah.
Give it to her as well.
She has one.
Oh, she has one. Okay,
She's
so
cowering
she's
and hiding behind the pillar in the far end of the room, and you see her kind of with her eyes looking around the corner.
I kind of just hold my hand out and gesture for her to come join us.
She steps down and heads towards you. Stubby moves up towards you as well. And there is like a fiery gate standing in front of the pit of fire here.
I look up towards Hasmal. And I say, thank you. Thank you for saving my family.
He takes the form of varying animals again, like a little toad and then a much larger like owlbear and then back down to a kind of humanoid form. He turns his head a little to you and says,
But you have saved mine.
I slowly nod my head. And I look at 19 and I say, don't leave us again. And I look back at the rest of them. And I'm gonna walk through the gate.
Wait. I don't want to walk through the gate. I want to remember this. I want to walk out of here by myself. I look at Hasmal. I won't speak of this to anyone, but I want to remember this.
he as if he fucking knows, cocks his head and says,
It will not take your memory. It will simply deliver you to where you wish to go.
Okay. Then I take Drift's hand and I walk over to Eero. And I look at 19 pleadingly.
Yeah, I'm gonna extend a hand out towards 19 before I step through the gate.
It appears as though, Drift, you have a wish.
As do you.
As do I.
Wait, I still have a wish?
Yeah, I wished for your freedom. You still have one.
Should I wish for your freedom?
I'm already free now.
Oh. Yeah, good. Oh man. I wish for. What should I wish for?
Whatever you want.
You should wish to be 19 again.
I don't know, I'm sort of digging my 20s. I wish. Oh. What are those flying things called for 19?
A wyvern?
Yeah, I wish for a wyvern.
the flame shifts into the form of a wyvern and back again.
It will be done.
I got you a wyvern, 19. Come on, and I grab their hands and I go to the door.
I will use it to the best of my ability until I am dead, Drift. Thank you.
Come on, 19.
Are they all at the door?
Yeah, we're holding hands and Eero's got one extended for you.
I still have a wish, correct, Hasmal?
It nods.
And my wish is simple. My wish is that you force the three of them out of here without me. And that you keep me. That you help me find the Summer Queen.
The Summer Queen?
Yes, and she says hello.
No!
She says hello.
She what?
And then I put on the mask.
The the fiery portal closes behind you. The three of you.
I mean, can I take the girl I promised to protect forever, or is she locked out as well?
Well, the three of
What
you,
about
Stubby, Zare,
Okay.
all three of you are ignited. And then you are gone. 19, you look down and on your left wrist,
So be it.
another bracer appears. The rest of you, you guys find yourselves outside once again in that sort of burned village. You're all sat atop an overturned cart. This sort of burnt, broken, overturned cart. There's no one here. It's pretty quiet. It's peaceful. The instant heat of the area dissipates very quickly. Looking around you, Zare kind of runs to an area a little bit away from you, kind of confused. Stubby pulls out a whiskey and takes a deep swig, and the three of you are outside. The sun is coming up. It looks like it's daybreak, and you find yourselves in this this kind of burnt town of Drit, where this whole thing began, pretty much. Drift, I think the whole time, every now and then when you've looked at the others, there's been like a pulsing in their neck that has drawn you to them. And you've felt it for years with other people. There's always been a kind of feeling, a haunted feeling to everyone and everything when you look around. Even sunrise, there's probably been an odd feeling to it. But I mean, it seems like a really bright day to you. The air is clean. The sun coming up seems kind of like the first ever sunrise for you. You're free of the first. The mountainside is no longer covered in fire and smoke, and it all settles before your eyes. The fires kind of recede. The lava that was running down it sort of sinks into it, and it's soaked up like a sponge. The cracks along the side of the mountain seal closed. The sensation of Hasmol and the gate is gone from your bodies. The three of you that had that, you don't have that kind of pyromancy feeling. Probably the fatigue of just this entire ordeal starts to settle in on you, and three figures walk towards you. Behind them there are more people. You can see that there are a group of people looking in this direction expectantly. And these figures are dressed in a strange kind of garb that you might expect to see people wearing in like a desert climate or something like that. And they look a little like this. They walk over towards you and they say, Rin, Iridia, Drift, Zare, somebody that we weren't expecting.
Stubby Stout Boots.
Stubby. The figure lifts this kind of robe, these robes that are wrapped around their head, and they look at you and they say, yes, we've been expecting you.
What?
You wanted a home, somewhere where you can be safe. A family of people who need homes, and more importantly, a purpose.
I'm crying.
Yeah.
I'm crying.
They say,
I didn't let go of their hands either. I'm still holding on to Drift and Hero.
more of them move towards you, and they're all different sort of shapes and sizes. You get the idea that these are sort of all varying different people, but they're all wearing the same kind of clothing, and they say, in the future, they will refer to us as the Ancient Ones, but we need you now, and I think you need us. It's all rather a lot, I know, but your knowledge, it will help us, all of us, to stop further cataclysms, and, well, you've stopped one, so please help us prevent another, and we will help you. We'll keep you safe, and we'll find you a nice soft bed, each of you. And I'm afraid you'll have to stop eating people, if that's okay, he says to the drow girl. And a few of the people walk up.
I raise my hand like I don't do that.
A particularly small robed figure walks over and tugs at you, Drift, and says, "You're Cursebreaker."
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Drift the Cursebreaker.
Let me introduce you properly, Drift. This is Sir Drift the Cursebreaker, survivor of Killush, Shadow Sword, champion and knight of Rosegard.
I
And
squeeze
he
his
is
hand.
my brother. And this is Rin, and I look her in the eye. Fireheart. One Stark Heart. The fierce one. The stunning fist. And she is my sister. And you can call me Ira.
The figure in front of you kind of brings his mask or his wrap down a little, and you can see that he's a very old man, very old human man with a very long grey beard under there, and he says, "Oh yes, we know exactly who you are, Ira dear. Why, you're the one that told us this story in the first place. Come on, we've got a long journey ahead of us, and I assure you, you're quite safe. Is anyone hungry? Or perhaps you could make us some tea," says to Urin.
I would love to.
And that is where we end our campaign. Thank you for playing, players.
Oh my god.
I mean, you guys did it. You got the good ending as well.
Oh my god.
Also, in a way, this story continues in a little show called Dust Veil, if you're interested.
That's so crazy.
That's so fucking cool.
That's so crazy. That's so crazy.
Thanks for watching.
I have so many questions. Can it be next week already?
Yeah. Next week we will do a round table where I'll answer some of the questions that people have. I'm sure other people have other questions. I'm sure you guys have got questions. I'm not sure.
That's the best 5e or any D&D campaign I've ever been in, Brad. Thank you.
That was.
Well
You
done,
are
sir.
welcome. The whole thing was really just about your theme of being these sort of individuals who had no home and were shackled to people and had all these sort of like elements that you had no control or self-control. So I'm really glad that by the end of it you all kind of made your own decisions. I mean, 19 decided to become a knight of the Hasmal pursuit quest.
But he's always been that.
Well,
Like-
yeah. I mean, there's going to be some other questions there probably. It's very interesting actually, 19 or Tiger, that both of your characters have to now do this quest into the Summer Court.
Do you now, Tiger? I had a name for 19 too. Do you want to hear that? I'll leave it up to you.
You're muted right now.
Oh, I was just going,
19 Shield Bearer, Enkindled, Protector, Savior, Brother.
What about Eero? Eero should have more than just Iridir.
Iridir is the scribe of time. That is what he is. He has a very important role to play
But
for
here's what's
the next
crazy.
1,000 years. Don't worry.
We all made our characters separately. We did not know that we were all going to come from broken homes. That just worked out, Brad.
Yeah. It became a theme that I was very quickly aware of and was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And it was one of the things that made me really want to stick with the idea that you guys are given a pursuit really early on. And that's why it's one of the reasons I came up. Originally, I was thinking of giving you something else, like maybe a tattoo or whatever, because it seemed like that. But then I was like, a bracer is a manacle. It's so much better for the
Very
metaphor.
visual.
That you're immediately just replaced into kind of a service. But I mean, it just went wild from then. I didn't really have it's not like I sit and write every episode like as a screenplay. I just kind of see how it goes, and the fact that so many things worked out really well. Also, just FYI, you did have to bring Deathsinger down in his HP. You just did it. In order to like activate the Phoenix.
The punch.
That was a hell of a lot of
ending.
damage.
That was the most damage she's done all campaign.
Yeah.
Truly,
And
that was it.
I'm sure a bunch of you probably think I had all like all these Deus Ex Machinas ready and stuff, but I'll show you another possible ending since I prepared it anyway. Let me take you back to this screen just because
Holy fuck.
I think you'll get a kick out of this. If I can quickly load it up. Hold on.
I'm very curious what would have happened if they would have died and 19 would have came back. That was a part of my curiosity that was there pretty heavily for a little bit.
Oh, I knew what was going to happen. It would have been this, but let me just
Oh, it would have been this. Okay.
let me just do this one thing because I wasn't really sure when I would have to do it, and also it's kind of hard with Roll20 to set up this thing, so I just have to replace it
Get
again.
Rind, Death Singer, and also I sucked the entire campaign with my rolls for today.
It was
That's
amazing
crazy.
that you
That's
actually managed to.
Great. Like, you hit everything.
I killed a thing. Not like I picked,
everything.
just
Everything you
I-
did.
okay.
Crazy.
I'd like to go ahead and just say for the audience watching that everybody that thought that my banishment on myself was a bad idea can suck it because I think it was a brilliant idea.
Yeah, I mean, it was one way to get out of the situation, that's for sure.
YouTube gonna be so mad Rin saved the world.
If you
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are.
I think we're all okay with that too.
I love it.
if I could just cast your eyes to the map real quick. So there was
Yes.
there was a possibility that you actually did open the gate and let Darkfire in, and then I had nothing planned other than what do you want to do to try and stop this, and when it did happen, it was going to do this.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
This ginormous, that's how big he is, fist was going to bust through the wall. Anyone that was near it would have to do a strength save or take a huge amount of damage as it just punched through the wall with this enormous bracer on it because he's got his own pursuit, and then you had to deal with that thing. And I was curious as to how you would deal with it. I was like, this is just absurd. This is so stupid looking on the map and everything, and I was like, that's exactly why I'm going to do it. If that had happened, if Tiger had not passed, that you could have activated this next level where Darkfire starts crawling through. I also found this really cool random piece of artwork called Darkfire Breaks Through, where he busts out and bursts out through the.
God!
What was the summon from 10 where it was the bound guy that was like screaming and shit?
Anima.
Yeah,
It's an anima hand. Yeah,
it's kind of
It was very much like that.
Yeah,
like
what
this
did- what
hand
did
was going
King
to
see,
bust
by the
through,
way?
and you were just going to have to just fuck this hand up or whatever.
Holy fuck.
The other way that I had in my head that you could defeat his hand is if you push him back through and then went in with him, and that's the end. I had all these kind of ideas, but I didn't hard prep for any of them apart from a couple of things like this. I was like, it'd be really cool if this happened, but
Is this what the king saw? That
Gonna
you
pass
thought he was
out,
going
man.
to see?
the king, I feel like, just saw any version of whatever happens with the mountain. I think probably as you guys were teleported back out, the mountain kind of fixes itself. I wanted that to be a visual as you see it all seal over, and I knew that if any of you were still in there or anything like what happened with 19, this tomb kind of happens for anyone who's still in there, or if anyone was still alive, it would have encased them in like Death Singer or someone. And it's just the reversal of what happened to the mountain that the king saw, or or just the end. You could straight up have lost, by the way, and released Darkfire, and I would have just ended it there, and that would have been some story for history, right? So I had a lot of different things planned, so I really wasn't sure how it was going to go. I feel like you guys got the good ending, which I'm actually happy about, just as a person and not the DM trying to be neutral. But we can go more into that next week, I think. We'll do a round table where we'll just answer a bunch of questions and talk over stuff that I think we'll spend a week digesting for this thing. Congratulations, players, you did it. You got the good ending and you won D&D. You actually did it. You made it through.
Unreal.
Do you guys have questions for any of the players related to characters or anything like that? Or if you have any questions for Brad, please put them in the Discord at Brad.
Or wait, if you're going to be here live next week, just hold off on them, write them down, because Kujio made a bot.
Oh, of course he did.
Amazing.
Because Kujio's amazing. So if you'll be here live next week, hold your questions, because it'll be easier than me collating them through the week and risk missing them. You'll be able to ask them, and it's going to save them for you.
That's the real MVP
during the
right
stream.
there, Kujio.
If you're not here and you watch this on VODs and you want to ask questions, you've got a week to post them somewhere. You can leave them as a comment on the YouTube. We check that pretty regularly. You can leave them in the Discord. You can ping me as well. You can @ Brad and it will just send it to me, and I've just been copying them and pasting them. So if you have any random questions to do with this campaign, then you can give me them. If it's stuff to do with anything else, like this is not linked to Dustveil, which is the other campaign I ran that was before this, but set after this. I won't spoil anything because some people can go and watch that. This is a cool way, like for me, this is just a cool way for you to still be able to watch them both separately. It doesn't really matter which way around you watch them, but there is a nice little, there's a couple of little Easter eggs and links
separately.
And also there is a brand new campaign that I'm working on, which will be set in Lacrin as well. Did you want to see a trailer for that, PB?
I do.
Are you ready?
God.
All right. Well, everyone, say your goodbyes. Until
gotta
next
go.
week.
Yeah.
John
I'm
Sandman.
I love you so much.
I love you guys. That was
Thank you for playing.
That was beautiful.
Fuck. I'm
Tiger Writer. Everyone knows where you can find you guys by now. I think
Yeah.
go and hit these guys up during the
next
week.
week.
Tell them how great they
Please.
were as players and characters. And PB will see you tomorrow. Whack, just all around. He's always here. Just stick around. He'll be here soon enough. He's always here.
my God.
And I genuinely have a teaser trailer.
Wait, before you do that, there's also the audio that's set in the same world, and there were some really cool Darkfire reveals in there.
There is a whole
Yeah.
there's a side
It's only
thing.
3 episodes.
3 episodes, 2 hours long. It's audio based. It's called The Silver City, and it's there's a few links for that in the descriptions and things. If not, you can just find them on the Discord. There's all links, or you can just ask someone on the Discord. One of the mods will link you up. The Silver City is set in Lacrin. It's set in a different city, but it's set in the same kind of era as Darkfire. So it's a lot more closely linked to Darkfire than, say, Dustvale is. Or the next thing I run. Do you want to know what it's called? I'll tell you right now. And I'm going to give you...
You doing something?
Oh my God, put the stream on, because I have a teaser for the third Lacrin. I've been, like, its working title was Lacrin 3, but it has a real title now. And,
What?
Yeah.
Don't say anything. Just play it.
It's coming up. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Here's
I love
the
you
trailer.
all. Thank you for watching.
Love you.
And all your questions and stuff for next week, I'll get to them. But I'm not going to answer any questions about what I'm about to play. 3, 2, 1, peace out, bye.
When I was a girl, my father told me why they outlawed Arcani across the world. After Thelmecia was taken into the sea, it was said that Arcani was too powerful. But somewhere out there, someone created an Arcani weapon strong enough to strike at the gods themselves. The problem is, this time, they answered.